Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Absolutely. If you ever want to see what happens when you let Pete try to do the tier list by himself, go watch Kingdom of Nerds, his 1,000 sub show. It is one of the most atrocious things you'll ever see.
Oh, knock it off.
Like 18 C-rate movies, not putting in movies that had actual wrestlers in it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
hey, what is going on? Corbin's running late. We'll see where he's at. But besides that, we're going to cover Transformers stuff. We said that like once a month, we're going to continue to do this kind of offset
toy thing. We might look at toys.
Yeah, we're going to look at toys or something to that effect.
Topics.
We did G.I. Joes. You guys like that a lot. We're going to do Gen 1 Transformers. We're going to go through that and start ranking them. I have a lot of probably the shittiest versions of these, and then a lot of the knockoffs because not all of us were spoiled little rich kids like Pete. Either way, we'll still go through it. Number 2, we've got an Under the Radar with some interesting characters. Personally, 2 of my favorites. And then, we got a couple other things. We like the feedback you guys have given us on ranking the comics. It seems to still be working. We've added 5 this week. I will just let you know the quality of comic book that came out this week. I mean, I would not say it was good. However, if you would, and I know you guys do it in the chat, but we never go back and watch our own shows, unlike other people. We just put it in the comments underneath so we can see it on the main dashboard, and we'll be more than happy to. And you can do that at any time in the week, and we'd be more than happy to actually review that type of book. But just a thumbs up, a thumbs down, and then we're doing the sideways thing now. So very cool stuff.
Wait, so you want people to in the comments after the show? Let us know which books they want us to read.
Just so how everybody knows how this works. When you're live and you're doing comments over here, they go into the show. And then if you watch the show on YouTube later, you can find whatever section when they make a comment. I know some people watch their own shows. That's not something me and Pete typically do.
I just have time.
It's going to be hard to dig through your own comments, right? However, if they leave it underneath when the show's done, or I think if you watch YouTube, can you comment underneath while you're watching YouTube? I don't know if there's.
I didn't know you could do that.
You could? Okay. If you can do that with the book, just with the book suggestion, then it gives us a notification in our YouTube dashboard. So
it's just there. I'll see it.
So we'll see it no matter what. Yeah. All right. So that's what we got. Thank you very much for everybody who's doing that. Let's say hi to the chat real quickly. GTK Comics, thumbs up and high, thumbs up and high, thumbs up, thumbs up. Hey, kids and Marco. Hey, I am. Yeah. All right.
You're going to take it as an insult at first, and then you decided not to.
No, I'm okay with it. Look at that. Terry. Did somebody was looking to get a hold of Terry? Did they get a hold of Terry? Was it Bruce?
Bruce.
Oh, yeah, Bruce, because I think Terry won something. And I was like, I got Terry's info.
Little Jubilee sketch there. That's dope. Joe, happy Wednesday all. Happy Wednesday, Joe. Eric. We got to talk a little combine. That was nice. Tack Wednesdays. Tack Wednesdays. Is that right?
I don't know.
Thank you, Sticks. I hope that's right. I'm back where they are. Well, okay.
No, he was looking.
No, we're not. We're not giving away books. Okay. Planet Arizona. Hey, what's up? Happy NCBD. Happy NCBD to you. Sorry, he didn't say it as a question. What's up, everyone? Happy NCBD. Happy MCBD to you.
It's easier just to say New Comic Book Day than it is to try to.
Hello, that's not what he typed, though. Hello, everybody. Hello. What up, good people? Thank you, Cosmic One. What up to you? Blue Collar Dan. Hi, gentlemen. Hi, Blue Collar Dan. Frankie, what's good? What's up, guys? What's up? All right, cool. We got through everybody. As hard as it is sometimes for me to do. Let's get into the news.
I never learned to read.
Right. Let's get into the news if we could, please.
News, yes. All right.
Let me run the thing.
Thank you.
Please do.
Wow. It worked.
It did.
I didn't have it ready. I got it done. All right, let's talk about some news this week. There's been some interesting things that have been going on in and around the comic industry and outside of the comic industry. Well, the top story here, it's an interesting one. So I didn't know this made national news, but apparently it did because we heard about it from Arizona, allegedly. So there's a factory in Clinton Township that exploded. One person died. Butane canisters and there was nitrous canisters. What I found very interesting about all of it was that a local man denied any involvement with it after being accused, but then offered legal help.
Okay, first off,
everybody.
I don't know if it's proper when somebody passed away to make jokes, because I was going to explain how I do not like the East Side. So this is what you're trying to go at? I'm not sure.
All I saw was that there was denial of involvement, and then there was offer of legal help. So I'm not sure how and why that would happen.
Well, I mean, Clinton Township is on the east side.
It is.
It's not like I don't go there because there is a comic shop out there. So
there's a couple actually.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
I try to get in and out as fast as possible. Sorry to hear that somebody passed.
Yeah, it was a 19-year. I heard this after it. I was a 19-year-old guy who was like watching the fire from a quarter of a mile away and got hit by some metal shrapnel or something
out of there afterwards.
Yeah, like during it. Yeah,
hell.
It was right when it was going on.
I remember sitting outside on Grand River where they were blowing up a Holiday Inn one time, and a guy pulled up in a truck bed, and then they're detonating it, and we were in there. I mean, I was a lot younger. We were probably like 20, drinking and like I'm talking like a semi bed, and then it got all demoed, and then all of a sudden when something fell down, and somehow it ricocheted during the fall and shot out, and literally was like 1 foot in front of us. Like there had to be 50 people there. Yeah, you got to be careful with that type of stuff. Was it by any of the comic shops that are worthy in Clinton Township?
No, it's not. Where it is there used to be like an old flea market there. There used to be, I think it was near Burger King.
What roads was it off of?
15 Mile and Groesbeck.
Okay. Oh, shit.
It's on the edge of Clinton. Yeah, it's on the edge.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Was that Roseville out there?
It's getting close to Roseville and Fraser, yeah.
That's deep into the east side.
Yeah, it's not too far from where we were last weekend, though. I mean, just
Paul's, what's the name of that terrible restaurant that all you dirty east sider thinks is a very classy place? Paul's Steakhouse.
Oh, Mr. Paul's Chop House.
Paul's Chop House.
Mr. Paul?
It's called Mr. Paul.
Yes, Mr. Paul's Chop. If you ever go to East Side or go, where's a nice place to eat? They'll say Mr. Paul's Chop House. And you go there, and there's a reason why it's always dim in there. And it's not mooting. It's because they don't want you to see the rotten food that's on the plates. So there you go. That's what you get for putting up East Side news.
Yeah. Well, I just found it very interesting about what happened after. But let's just talk about the box office. I mean, this week is kind of like a gimme. Everybody knows what the number one movie is. You know
Kung Fu Panda?
You wish. That's not till next week.
Yeah, that's next week.
What?
The Dune sequel is number one, spearheaded by the Popcorn Bucket.
Oh, yeah.
This popcorn bucket is like so many people, so many pictures, That's many
the thing
things.
That Kyle was trying to fornicate earlier?
Yeah, flipped upside down, exactly. Yep. This is that bucket. But, I mean, this movie was definitely like number one. 97 million overseas, so 82 million domestically, with 178 million worldwide. And the 82.5 million was the biggest domestic weekend opening all year.
Nice.
Oh, holy moly. Kingdom of Nerds just gave out 10 memberships.
Thank you, Kingdom of Nerds. Thank you, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
Holy moly. Yeah, there's so many people.
People are saying they like this. I don't know, man. I didn't have a problem with the first one, so I think I'll enjoy this. But if
you like the first one, you will like the second one.
I thought the first one was okay. I didn't think everybody's poo-pooing it. I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't great. It just wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I will admit it's not the fastest paced movie in the world, but if you don't
Neither
mind that,
was the original Dune though. The original Dune wasn't that fast paced.
This is close to 3 hours, right? This one.
Yeah, like 2:45 or so.
Oh, this is just so people can get away from their significant other and hide in a fucking cinema for 3 hours. That's what this is about?
My wife just didn't want to see it. She just didn't care for the first one, so I didn't want to make her see it. So I went by myself.
So in other words, this is just so that people could push their significant other away and get them out of the house for 3 hours, like I just said. Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Is there another one coming after this?
Yeah.
Is that true? There's
I don't know how
part,
far
right?
off it is, but there will be a third one.
Third part, gotcha. So it's a middle. This is their empire.
This is what was this? Were they? Why are they dressed like this?
It's like a premiere or something. I don't know.
Fashion be crazy these days. You remember she was dressed like Cyborg like a week or two ago at the premiere.
Well, I mean, he's got like I don't even know the coat that he's whatever. Okay, move along.
Oh, there's other people in this picture, right?
I thought it was a vest.
I don't know what. No, it's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be like a suit coat, but it's like he cut a butler coat to try to make it steampunkish or something. I don't know.
Yelena Belova's in this picture.
Yeah, but she needs to put a bra on. It's getting kind of old there. I would see. That's why I said I don't want to talk about it. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's talk about more of your favorite topics here. Bob Iger, he like had this whole, I don't even know what it was at not even a press conference. It was like a.
That's why I want to take opinions.
Symposium or some kind.
On 90-year-olds' opinions on what good movies are.
A lot of people think audience has superhero fatigue. It's not audience fatigue. They want great films, and if you build it great, they will come. He talks about how 33, they made 33 Marvel movies. They made $30 billion, and they have to return to something like that. And he's confident that they will. So he's pretty much saying the latest Marvel movies haven't been very good.
I think he feels a lot. I think he's a little bit out of touch because there's plenty of movies in that 30 billion that were not good. Whiplash, not good.
No, but I think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying that not all of them have been good.
No, he's saying
the recent ones haven't been good.
He's saying the recent ones.
Yeah.
He's saying the 30 billion. He's talking about the pre-pandemic, the movies that led up to the final two.
The Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, the Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Well, I would like to disagree with that because there is some huge dogs, like just flat out shitty.
Yeah, but you're gonna have that. You're gonna have misses. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with the misses. Like I think all the hits are more important, and when
I think it is
so many more good ones.
But I think it is fatigue. I think he's he's acting like there's no misses in that. There was, but because there wasn't fatigue, people would go see him anyways. Now that there's misses, it's not shiny new anymore. Some of those products weren't that good. He's acting like he took a shit and it doesn't stink. There's some shit in there, bro.
There is, but again, like, what was the last good Marvel movie that you can think of? Spider-Man? No Way Home?
Guardians? When did that
Guardians 3?
Yeah, Guardians 3 was pretty good, yeah.
That wasn't that long ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody has these memories like, oh my God, it's been forever. It's like there haven't been a lot of
Guardians 3 was after Endgame. But Guardians 3 was after Endgame.
Right.
Yeah, no.
But he's pretty... Pete, I don't think you understand what this guy's saying.
I don't care what he's saying anymore. Well, we're having a different conversation. We sprung board off of this news topic into a different conversation, which is just about the Marvel movies in general.
You know what he's talking about?
Kind of. I mean, you're trying to say that the early movies, there was a lot of misses in there. A lot of them sucked.
No, I'm just saying that he's wrong about it, the audience fatigue. I think it's 100% audience fatigue has something to play into it because there's always been shitty movies. And I think Pete's proved my point. We're saying Guardians of the Galaxy 3 wasn't bad because he's considering that in the shit movies lately.
Well, okay. So basically, before they could put out anything that with Marvel on it and it would have been fine. It's been great. And now they can't do that anymore. Yeah. They have to actually put out a good movie.
Yeah.
I think that's what Pete's saying. That's what Bob Iger's saying. And that's what you're saying.
Oh, I don't think that's what Bob Iger. No, I don't think that's what Bob Iger's saying at all.
He said we got to go to good stories. That's what he said.
Yeah. Well, but you guys are missing half the fuck. You're missing two sentences in there. the first couple where he's like, it's not audience fatigue. They want great films. Yes, everybody always wants great films.
I agree with that.
You don't think it's audience fatigue?
No, I just think the stories haven't been that great.
I disagree 100%. I think there's a large portion of audience fatigue with it. I think there is. I think there's a lot of times where people are like, okay, well, I mean, it was at one point where we had people, including Wise and everybody else who even weren't big fans, who were like, oh yeah, I have to go see this because of the end scenes or because whatever else. They are burnt out. Now they're like, well, maybe I'll wait till it comes out to Disney Plus. That is the definition of fatigue. They're not willing to go see it in the movie.
Is it the definition of fatigue, or is it the definition of they're doing their end scenes and then nobody cares because they're not delivering on the promises that they are making?
Dude, I'm telling you, the people, not us who are going to go see them all anyways, the general people.
I know what you're saying.
Ask them for their opinion, because their opinion is pretty much like, it's not that important anymore. There's a difference. It's not an event, which means they're fatigued. Because the content never made a difference to them. It still doesn't. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a large I know we think now because of how big cons are and everything else that everybody loves all superhero stuff, but that's not the truth, man. It's just like how there's a fatigue on vampires for a while. There's a fatigue on zombies for a while, and it'll all clear and it'll come back around. Right now, we're just having a little bit of a superhero fatigue. Is the writing also shitty? Probably, but as you said, Guardians of the Galaxy's in that part. That wasn't that shitty. You know what I mean?
That's more what I'm getting at about the fatigue. Guardians was what, last year?
That's what I'm saying.
Right? So exactly when did this downfall of fatigue hit is what my point is. I'm just saying, if there were good movies, and there have been, not everyone's good. That's what I'm saying. Not every movie's good, but when there are good movies, people have gone, they've seen them, and they did well. Guardians, Spider-Man before it. We can keep going back further, but my point is, every year there's at least a good movie that's come out that has done well. They're just not going to see everything that gets churned out because, hey, we're going to throw out Madam Web because it's a superhero character.
I agree. I mean, I agree on that too, but I also would it wasn't like Guardians killed it at the box office or Ant-Man and Wasp, as much as they like to say how great of a movie that was, which it wasn't, but like, it was okay. I'm just saying it is it's not as simple as what he's saying. And to ignore the fact that we are going through the cycle that all movie genres go through, where it does have a low point.
Part of it,
where we're at. Yeah.
Don't just point that's the finger of what it is. It would start with better stories. Better stories would help.
But Matt, my argument to that is there's been plenty of bad stories and not understanding characters since the start of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Can we all agree on that point? Since the start,
and those are generally ones that didn't do as well as far as box office.
But he's bundling that in the 30 billion, saying it is.
He's just trying to talk up the shit that he was in charge of when he was in charge to make himself sound more important. That's all.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not paying attention to his comments. He's like, man, when I was running things before, that's when things were great. We got to get back to that now that I'm running things again.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I think he's saying at that too. But that's kind of, I'm saying, like, from Iger to Iger, there was some bad stuff when Iger had it before. It's just,
I know. And I'm
to say that people that general population doesn't get fatigued. They do. They get fatigued with superhero movies. I mean, they get fatigued with anything. They just do. You put too many Harry Potter movies out there, I bet you they get fatigued from that shit too.
Yeah.
So this is also a part of it too, because movies in general. You always point out how low the box office is.
Agreed.
This is the highest the box office was all year with this 82 million with the.
Agreed on that, but I don't see a movie like I think once again I don't see it. What movie? I don't care how good the writing is on a movie. Do you really think the best written movie is going to bring out that many people to see it in the theater? I think people have given up on going to theaters. Yeah, I agree too, Terry, but some of their stuff doesn't go overseas. I think that's creepy, guys. I know you guys are all obsessed with me. I do think it's creepy. Y'all are whacking off the pictures of me all the time. You guys are such weirdos, dude.
Wait, what did I just miss? Oh, you have a mug?
I'd also like to say that I am currently suing S&S. I'm also currently suing X&S for likeness. I will be expecting my paycheck from them.
I don't think you can do that. You put that out. You put that out there.
They turned it into merchandising. They're merchandising off my likeness. Yes, you can. Yep.
So that could be true if I paid any money for this, but it was given to me.
If there was profit to be made, I think that would be a different issue.
I hear he's buying new I hear he bought a popcorn machine that he used as a fleshlight. So that's got to be at least $10. I want all $9.99 of that, please.
He'll give you the fleshlight when he's done.
No, I don't want his fleshlight, please. No, probably don't want a fleshlight.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on. I wish I would have put these after that conversation. I wish I would have put these in a different order because there's something else that would have tied in, but oh well. Let's talk about Warner Brothers Discovery. They're shutting down Rooster Teeth, which is a production thing that started with a Red and Blue, which was a Halo-based.
Okay.
It was like online. It was a show, and then they had RWBY Ruby. They had that. They did that as well. It was a web series. They did a streaming series called Genlock that starred Michael B. Jordan, but it's mainly a podcast network with like 80 different podcasts. That's going to stay in operation while they look for a place to sell what they have, sell this whole Rooster Teeth thing.
They did, Terry. The Harry Potter last movie didn't do that well. Okay.
So Rooster Teeth, if anybody was a fan, the Red versus Blue, I think, was probably what got them on the map. But it will be shuttering its doors relatively soon. Sorry about that.
Yeah, all good things come to an end.
So Wendell Pierce.
Hey, hold on. Can we talk about this real quickly? Because I think this is kind of good. Out of all the other belly aching for stuff, I think that this would be interesting if they, instead of talking about what to do with the MCU, that's kind of a better thing. If we get our street level characters and we separate we don't have them all combining. I think they should keep them in separate segments. And if we can do that,
that's why I want street level on Earth. Give me cosmic stuff out in space.
Put cosmic people in space. Put
in space.
Street level in street. Yeah. There you go.
So this is not R. Kelly.
This is not R. Kelly.
Not R. Kelly. This is Wendell Pierce, and he has been cast as Perry White in James Gunn's Superman movie. You may know him from such shows as The Wire on HBO. He was also Vice Admiral James Greer on the Jack Ryan show on Amazon Prime. But
this is the guy from The Wire. He's good. I like him.
He's on The Wire. Yep.
Yeah.
He'll be your new Perry White. Yep.
Huh?
I think so too. And then in related news, James Gunn gave us this picture of Superman's crest, shield, chest plate, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. But then there was also another picture that was going around online, which I didn't realize till I read about this one, that had a full Superman in a suit. And he said that was totally fake. I don't know how you guys bought that. That's totally not a legitimate picture. This is the only picture that he's released. And he has credited Alex Ross for helping. Alex Ross inspired this look of the Superman symbol. So
was this like a Superman pillow that busted open or something?
I think that's snow.
I think it's snow. It's probably at the fortress.
You live in Michigan. That ain't snow.
Well, it's Hollywood snow. Actually, it's European snow. They're somewhere in Europe filming this.
European snow looks different than American snow.
Well, European stage snow set.
Well, it depends.
Frankie, dude, check out The Wire. He's really good in The Wire. He's one of the detectives in The Wire.
Frost, like always in the snow. Yeah, it's gonna look different than a place that melts and snows a couple times a year.
We have
moving on.
It's always snows.
This is Chris Hemsworth, and he shared a new picture of himself.
What the fuck?
He is the warlord Dementus. He will be in a Mad Max Fury Road prequel called Furiosa. This movie will be releasing on May 24th of this year, starring Anna Taylor-Joy, who will be playing the same character that Charlize Theron played in the latest Mad Max movie.
I'm looking forward to this.
I mean, look, this is one of those things where like they've gone so far away from what originally the Mad Max, the Thunderdome, Road Warrior was at this point, like, but it's still very good. You know what I mean? It's kind of like remind us of. I'll tell you later because we're going to talk about it later. So I'll tell you it's like something else. where it's like I thoroughly enjoy these. I don't expect these to be anything like the real Mad Max. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like it's not. There's nowhere close to being like. I mean, Road Warrior's fucked. So it's not like that. You know what I mean? It's not really like Thunderdome. But hell, it's entertaining.
Yeah, that's all it's got to be.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Thor on a motorcycle
with a fake nose.
Yeah, so they're in Norway, by the way, filming for Superman.
What does that have to do with it?
That's
Norwegian snow.
It's Norwegian snow.
Oh, I've been there before. It's not different snow, bro. And it does melt when it touches your skin.
That snow probably doesn't.
Is Mad Max in the movie?
To our knowledge, I don't think he's supposed to be, but you never know. They might drop an Easter egg. Or something like that.
Who knows? All right, so DreamWorks gave us a new trailer and a poster for a movie called The Wild Robot. The animation looked pretty good. Has Lupita Nyong'o. I believe she was. It's a new animated movie.
Dewey in his hands.
It's like a robot in the woods. Like the other pictures had him in the woods, and the trailers took place. So it's like a combination of.
That's a Norwegian duck. They have hats on.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like he's wearing a green hat and T-shirt. Yeah, like Dewey.
Norwegian duck.
Dewey, Why is it Dewey? Why not Huey or Louie?
Because Huey's red.
Red. Gotcha.
Louie's blue. Dewey's green. Wait, isn't Dewey blue?
I couldn't tell the color. So
no, yeah, you're right. Louie's green.
Yeah, Louie's green.
Louie's green. Dewey was blue.
Yeah.
All right. We figured it out eventually.
Yep. This is a DreamWorks Universal combination, and we'll be releasing on September 20th, 2024.
Wow. I'm excited.
Good movie to take the kids to. I like to look at that robot. It's kind of cool.
I think we're pretty pumped to go see Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda?
Oh, yeah. That's next week. All right, so this is a story that I should have put after the Bob Iger thing. Dakota Johnson had some things to say after the whole Madam Web debacle.
I'm going to have to watch this terrible movie, aren't I?
No, you don't have to watch
it. Too.
Yeah, I haven't yet. I'm going to have to.
She said she's not surprised that Madam Web flopped and probably will never do anything like it again. And she had this to say because she said, like, it kind of was going along kind of tangent to what you were saying about Bob Iger. These big movies get made, decisions are made by committees, and art doesn't do well when it's made by a committee. Films need to be made by a filmmaker and a team of artists around them. And audiences are extremely smart. Executives believe that they're not. Audiences will always be able to sniff out all the bullshit. Yeah. Even if films are made with like AI, humans aren't going to watch that. So,
and this coming from an actress who starred in a trilogy of movies that were based off of fan fiction for the Twilight films.
What was she in?
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey.
Those books were written as like fan fiction for the
They were Twilight like fan fiction of romance like versions of Twilight.
Yeah, it's like a erotic fiction. The writer decided to write her own stories. Well,
yeah, that's how she got big.
Hey, right? Zaggy, see, this is why I love Zaggy. Zaggy just is like, yo, what'd you expect this shit to be? See, that's why I think this is a movie where it's like, what'd you expect this shit to be? Like, you know? But what I'm telling you at this point is like, this movie for people, like usually even people know that I, do the podcasting thing or whatever, they'll come up to me and say like, oh, I know there's a superhero movie coming. Like with Madam Web and shit, like for a couple of years now, they haven't even talked about movies anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like after Endgame, I think they really is a burnt out with the general population because they don't even, you go Thanksgiving, nobody's like, hey, did you hear that there's a new Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming up? Did you hear there's a new Madam Web, another comic? They wouldn't say Guardians of the Galaxy. They're like, hey, there's a new Marvel.
These people didn't talk to you about Spider-Man? When you had
they used to always talk about like, oh, do you know there's another Marvel movie coming up? I'm like, yeah, fucking another one. But whatever, dude. BK, I don't think they care. They're
right. That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
No source material.
Yeah. And I'm not expecting a lot out of this movie either. I'm just worried even those low expectations won't even get met at this point.
Well, I mean, hey, can we have an over-under on the amount of months it takes before she wants a bag from Sony and says, I'll play any superhero part? Like,
Yeah, and where's Sony gonna get that bag from? They keep
or whatever, Marvel, whatever.
From making all the Disney's DVDs. That's where they're getting
Raven
it from.
profits gonna get handed out to everybody.
Disney DVDs. Either way, they're getting paid.
I also read in unrelated news, well, somewhat related, because while I was reading about this, she just got engaged today as well. So congratulations
for her. Congratulations
to Ms. Johnson. She is now engaged to the Coldplay guy.
Who?
The lead singer of the Coldplay.
Oh,
yeah, she's now his.
Sounds about right.
Fiance. Yep, sounds about right.
So she's never gonna want to be in another big movie again. Cool.
Yep.
About 3 months till she tries to be in Transformers. Got it.
Moving on. The Matrix is returning to theaters. So the original movie is celebrating its 25th anniversary.
Good, Zaggy. Good. Give him
yeah.
He's the other way.
Yeah, they want to pay me. I'm in.
Thomas Hayden or something? Oh,
yep. Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah. Yeah, so in case you want to see The Matrix on the big screen, one night only, March 20th. It will be the 25th anniversary. Tickets are already on sale, but you have to go to an AMC to see it. So if you want to see Keanu play his...
Oh.
I don't know. I thought this was a good movie. I liked it when it came out.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I get that. You got to do what you got to do. I think, like... Not to go back to the Iger thing too, but people just do not want to go out to. I don't think people want to go out to movies for much of anything, anyways. You know, they're just it's not a thing that people are looking forward to do anymore. Besides Kyle, having his way with a fleshlight. I mean,
aren't you going to a movie next week?
No, apparently we're not because we thought it was this week coming out, so we're probably not going to go to it at all. Probably.
Well, this weekend, yeah, this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'll go next week during the week time.
Will you stop changing it? This and next. Upcoming, couple of days from now.
Yeah, well, he says it's not this week. If it's comes out this week,
it wasn't this past weekend because he was asking what made the most this past weekend. It wasn't Kung Fu Panda. It wasn't out yet.
We'll be talking about Kung Fu Panda next week and where it ranked on the charts.
Yeah, well, just like when we went and see Trolls, though, like there wasn't a lot of people in that movie either. I don't expect the movie theater to be full. I'll report back to you.
Yeah,
but
I
haven't been to even when we went prime time with them. There wasn't full, so we'll probably go again.
Well, I think that is in part also because they're making less movies.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, the strike kind of had something to do with it.
We have movie theaters all pre-built with dozens of empty screens.
Yeah,
they're not fighting between dozens of new movies each week. Now there's only like two movies, so there's plenty of screens to go around. So they're still making their money. They're just doing it with less product.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, look what Doom just made.
Yeah. Like I said, yeah, good. Kick your husband out and let him sit there for 3 hours.
Yeah, that's 3 hours. That's a lot of time to take up in the theater.
A lot of time. That's nice. Mm-hmm.
Like Kung Fu Panda will probably be like 80.
You got Kyle creeping behind you with an upside down popcorn. Yeah, that's what I want to go there for.
Sit in the back row. There won't be anybody behind you.
Yeah.
Talk about some streaming.
Tell me how it goes, Zeggy.
Nice. You'll probably see it before he reports back.
No, I'm not going to see it till next week. Hey, what's up, Repair Tech Tony?
I'm so good.
The day after Sunday. I'm not going to see it till after Sunday.
You can take your kids on a Monday?
You don't have kids, do you?
No.
Yeah, it's like every school's out on Monday, bro.
Are they?
Yeah, in our area for some reason they're all.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wait a second.
I'm like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, these fucking kids don't go to school for 5 days, and they haven't. I don't think, especially at the private school, they haven't gone back. They haven't had a single since Christmas. They haven't. I just two fathers ran into them today. One was like, "Hey, if they had a whole day, they're not having
no full week.
They haven't had a whole week since." I was like, "No, bro. I just talked to my wife about it. They haven't had a whole week since Christmas. It's been 2 months, 2 full months. Still, no.
Even during Christmas, I bet.
Sounds like you're getting ripped off.
Yeah, that's what Lise said. She's like, whatever. So
anyway, let's talk about Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman was the first inductee announced for the 2024 WWE Hall of Fame.
Good for him.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. Triple H says he's been a promoter, a manager, an executive, a wise man, and now a WWE Hall of Famer.
How
he gets to do it in Philly too.
Yeah, that's why I think that's a big reason. Yeah, they were going to say more, but then he's like, just let him say it himself in front of the microphone. So
how he didn't get bent over by McMahon is just shocking to me.
He had a good relationship with them for a long time.
Which is weird because nobody ever, like, even at the best of them, he would absorb the company and they become like.
I mean, he did eventually.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he let him stay bankrupt. He was funding him while he was bankrupt for years.
He was treating him as a minor league, you know.
Yeah, well, that was
he took so much talent from them.
Yeah,
even during the whole Monday Night War stuff,
stealing ideas. You know, we'll just do what they're doing, but we'll do it up here.
Right.
Well, I mean, is it stealing if you're paying for it? Because he was paying them for it.
No.
Look at that weird contraption in his hand.
Huh?
What is that thing?
Yeah.
Zach. Is that weird in the fact that he had hair? I don't know.
Yeah, so many things.
The silver shark suit, shark skin suit.
Shark skin suit. There you go.
Yeah. Shark skin. Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy about this. He deserves it.
Oh yeah,
he was good. He was good back then, and he's still been. He's kept up his persona, and till this day he does a good job. So, congratulations to this guy.
Yeah, good for him. Good job. He did a lot.
So we talk about this, but now we have official confirmation that there will be a John Wick series. We heard from the director before. He teased it before, but now Vice Chairman Michael Burns from Lionsgate confirmed the series is moving forward at the studio, and they will be shopping it to potential streamers and networks to possibly distribute it. So we're getting a series. I don't know where it's going to be. But Lionsgate's
what's gonna be about either? Like, is it gonna be him, or are we getting spin-offs? Like,
I don't care. I like the spin-off. The spin-off was good, dude. I liked it. Continental is good. I thought it was good. I thought it was too short, actually. I thought they should have more.
I didn't see that coming. Ballerina's coming in August.
Ballerina's coming.
Ana de Artemis.
Where's that one going to?
That's theaters.
Oh, it's in theaters.
Okay, that's a theater movie, as far as I know. All right.
Maybe we'll have to go back to the theaters.
Yeah, you might have to go in August. So we talked about this a little bit last week.
Not anywhere close, Aggie.
So Shogun debuted to a strong streaming viewership. Like, I mean, it did really, really well. According to Disney, the premiere episode amassed 9 million views globally across Hulu, Disney Plus, and Star Plus in its first 6 days. Internationally, this makes it the #1 general entertainment series for the company, surpassing the Kardashian season 1, which is pretty big shoes to fill.
This is great news.
This is
really, really good.
By the way, I like what they're doing too, because it's coming out on the streaming platforms before it comes out on FX, and that's added numbers on there. I think this might be the new way. You know, we've been talking about for a while how streaming's having a trouble. But this might be the new way. If you give it to them 6 hours early, you get the.
So I didn't know that, and I also didn't know that it's on Disney. Like I learned this today. Like I watched it on Hulu. I think the day after last week I watched
Disney
them
Plus
on Thursday.
Hulu?
Yeah, Disney, I watched on Hulu, but it's also on Disney Plus.
If you're on Disney Plus, it's on Hulu. Hulu's portion of Disney Plus, I think. Well, I don't know because I get.
I have a separate app for Hulu on my TV and a separate app for Disney Plus. So I was unaware, but I searched for it on Disney Plus and it popped up on there. So I was like, this is amazing.
I'll tell you, it's not, this is kind of what I was saying about Mad Max. It's not as good. Like, it's good. It doesn't have some of the same feeling and like the grittiness, there's like a lot more to the history of it than there's there, but they are doing such a good job with it that it doesn't matter. It's so enjoyable. Like,
Did you read all the books, Marco?
Yeah, I read the books. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first one was the first the TV version of the movie was more akin to the books. They were very similar. How can I put this? I'm trying not to use trigger words because I don't need to really give them whatever. But
they were adapted more faithfully.
Yeah, they were adapted very faithfully, but both the book and the original TV movie had more of a flair of more an honest lens flare, I guess, of the situations going on during the time to give people who maybe hadn't experienced it, who hadn't experienced Japan or maybe the history of that portion, had no interaction with it before, giving them an actual flair of how the Silk Road and everything was working in that area with the Dutch, with the religious aspect of like all of it. It was a little bit more engulfing than this one is. This is kind of a watered down version of that. But it's
how
okay.
about instead of saying watered down, how
yeah,
about
I didn't want to say that.
Like a more clear delineation of good guys and bad guys.
Yeah, well, that's why it is like, because I mean, in that each person, like in the original version, it does show that each person was kind of out for their own, shall we say, whatever their goals were in life. Where this one is kind of like, oh, we'll give you a good guy and a bad guy. We'll simplify it so that you don't have to. But the nuances of the air gets taken out of that, right? And I think that's a problem in general. Like you have to have the nuances of the air and some of the, in my opinion, like I think that's what kind of made Shogun so groundbreaking as a book and as that. With that being said, this isn't it wouldn't be groundbreaking anyways because it's already been done. So they just kind of simplified the whole scheme of things.
I don't know. I think it's still good though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think they simplify. It's really good. That's what I'm saying. Yes,
there's still time for them to do some of what.
No. Like no. There's huge parts that they have. They've merged. They merged a lot of stuff to take some of the stuff that maybe was a little bit harder to digest, like harder emotionally to digest. Does not shine a good light on any of the races. That's the easiest way to put it in here.
Yeah.
More true to the nature of the error, and they've absolutely just I don't know what whitewashed it out. So like,
yeah,
okay.
Well, I don't remember the original. I definitely didn't read the books, and I don't remember the original movie. But what I can tell you is I watched the first 2 episodes of this one, and I thought it was really well done.
It's so good.
It's so good. I can't wait to watch.
See the third. Just wait till you see the third episode.
Yeah, I really wanted to watch it before I came on today, but there was no way.
I actually like if you are a fan of the original one, there's a portion towards the end. If you know what happens, there's a portion towards the end. I'll just say the boats and the talking during the boats. They try to get some of that back into it from the original, and you see a little bit of it there. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I think it could.
Not on FX.
Oh, probably not an FX. Yeah.
I don't know. FX.
Maybe not. But like I don't know. They did that. Remember when they did the Watchmen Tulsa thing? Like they did that. I mean, I know it's HBO, but FX.
Watchmen was on HBO. Yeah, but it's still.
They got justified on freaking FX.
FX. I think the Shield was on FX, wasn't it?
I think the Shield was too. I think you could have done something more towards that. I think you could have done that grittier. And I'm just saying,
they've gone a little past that line on FX.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I wanted to say was Batman. Well, I totally did not recognize Batman. Well, I had to look it up. After I looked, I was like, oh yeah, that's his voice. Now I'm like, I knew the voice, but I couldn't. Even though you told me,
what?
I forgot.
The Portuguese pilot.
Yeah, the Portuguese guy.
Oh yeah, because they didn't use the same guy.
Yeah, so it was the same guy who played. He was in Batman: Dark Knight. He was the mayor.
But he wasn't the guy. The original guy was the guy that was in Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, right. Yeah. So anyway, I'm a fan. I would highly recommend this to anybody so far. After watching the first 2, I'm going to be watching that one as soon as I can. So I didn't know that it came on early on streaming because that might help me watch it earlier.
Yeah.
It's on like Monday at midnight. So
awesome.
Once Tuesday starts, it's on.
Nice.
Well, I mean, they did it. They did. I mean, there's titties on it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was
like, that's a lot. That's what. Well, hold on, but that's what I'm saying. If they could do titties, they could have made it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like, because I was talking to my wife watching the show, and I was like, "You think I could have my mom watch this show because she likes stuff like this?" And then the titties were on, and we're like, "Oh, Nope, it's out. You won't watch it.
Oh,
Up until the titties came out, everything was fine.
was the I don't think was the titties in the original, because I think the pillow thing was it was a lot bigger.
No, I don't think the original was like on.
I don't think they had nudity in it. Yeah, so get her the original Shogun and have her watch it. It's very good, and then sit down and watch it too. I was gonna say if you've got 14 hours, I would suggest. Is it 14? I can't remember how long the original one is, but
yeah, I would rather wait till this is over before I watch.
No. Wait till this is over, then watch. Yeah.
Fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think this is actually going to be 10.
There's very tasteful boobies in it. Yeah. Thanks, Joe. Forgot it was on ABC. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, ABC, right?
Well, because like it was so grimy that it felt like one of the HBO like specials, right? It felt like something you watch on HBO when you got the free preview weekend. It was like that gritty back then. I mean, they boiled people, like literally were having people getting boiled alive at one point. Like,
they did it in this one
but
too.
not like this, not like how they did it there. I mean, and they showed you with the like eating each other. Like it was crazy. It was wild for network TV. Like it was wild for network TV.
The network TV can't have everything.
Tits were unbelievable.
Oh man, I love titties. So.
Well, they were tastefully done, I would say, in this TV
yes,
show.
they were. They were
tastefully done. It wasn't just titties for titties' sake. So I didn't even think about what we were talking about now. Yeah. All right, what else do we have? Very good though. Watch it. It's great. Both
Absolutely. Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action show, has been renewed for season 2 and 3 by Netflix.
Really? Did you watch this?
I have not watched it. I need to watch it. I can't right now. I have too many things to watch. I love the original animated series. I got great. I read some or listened to some great reviews by Matt and Kyle on SNS.
Really?
They both love this show. They both are fans of the original source material, and they both said it was really good.
Really?
Okay. So I mean, because I was not looking forward.
Well, I mean, sometimes they're right, but sometimes their opinions are horrible. So
I was under the impression that
we'll take your opinion of it.
It was more negatively received.
Yeah. It's
really
41.1 million views. It's their top English show, and 8 episodes. And so instead of being a faithful, exact scene-to-scene recreation, they actually showed you things that weren't in the original animated series. So if you watch the original animated series and you watch this, you're going to get some stuff that they didn't show you, and they're from like a different point of view, a different person. Yeah, so that's what I heard out of it. So I'm like, I definitely want to see it, and I will.
Frankie said it's good. He's not even a fan of it.
Awesome. See, so
I would not say the views are good, because if you looked at what came out new the same week this came out, not much on Netflix. But people saying that's good, like Frankie. I like it. And Matt and I'll say it's good.
Yeah, I've heard more positive than I have negative. When going into it, being a fan, I heard a lot more negative, and then after it came out, people kind of switched the script and said, "Hey,
nice.
It was pretty good."
That's a different thing. That's nice. It's good to hear. Good.
So I'm gonna watch this. I'll let you know once I do. It might be a little bit, but I will watch this.
I still gotta go finish One Piece.
2 and 3 are been renewed. We don't know when they're filming, when they're doing.
Sandman.
So
what?
I still gotta finish Sandman.
Oh, Jesus! Shut up.
I got my sabbatical coming up. I'm gonna catch up on everything.
Sabbatical, my ass.
Every show. All right, let's talk about Disney Plus here. They gave us a new poster.
Yeah, so if you guys watching the channel expect more work out of me during my sabbatical, I'm gonna be watching the TV nonstop.
Watching all kinds of TV, catching up on everything.
March 20th. Nice.
We're doing the news, John Horkler. We're talking about all the pop culture info that's going on. So we got a poster, and the first episode is entitled "To Me, My X-Men." And if you saw the trailer, you think it's about one guy, but it's definitely about a different guy. So
it's about Magneto, right?
Yeah, but he's not the one that says it, is it? Didn't Cyclops say it?
Oh,
I think Cyclops says it in the trailer, but maybe he says it.
I hope this isn't very Cyclops centric.
I really hope not either.
Well, I think we got to go where the other one left off. It's kind of where they're picking up, right? And
we got to take 2 years later.
Which is good, because then that means we're gonna get like a Bishop arc. You know what I mean? We might actually get a Witness arc at one point in there, which would be nice.
You want to get back to the X Trader?
Yeah.
Only 10 episodes. So that's all you're getting for this first season, and it's not canon to the MCU. So whoever thought that was going to be that, don't.
Neither was the original one.
Right. So don't expect that
it matter. Yeah.
This is canon to the original X-Men animated series that we watched back in the 90s. So that's where it's gonna that's where it ties into, and that's it. So
we're gonna get into that all the next minute. Yeah, it's John. It was good. What'd you think of it, John? I liked it. This really was like, I was having tough times reading the comics because they were not 97 and going like, oh yeah.
So it was 92, so it's 5 years later that they
92. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually 5 years later. Yeah.
Well, that's what I
right.
The 92.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. So it ran 5 years.
Yeah. Ran for a couple of years.
But like when you're looking at the comics and you're like, oh well, you could only get the 90 because there was X-Men animated series that you could read, which was followed this similarly. But the
right. Oh yeah, season 2, season 3. Yeah. X-Men Adventures. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about a few toys. They're actually not really toys this time around. They're mostly just statues.
Yeah, same difference.
Yeah, same kind. They're collectibles. So this is kind of cool. This company's called Connecticut's. Has a bloody Omni-Man statue, and it's like over 20 inches tall. Got little heads. I mean,
did you say it's a magnetic head?
It's not magnetic.
Oh shit!
Yeah, just swappable. It's called Connecticut.
That's what they use now. They use magnets.
Oh, the magnet? Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I see one of these. I'm flicking that fucker.
I think they're pretty strong magnets.
Yeah.
We'll see.
However, $805 available for pre-order now.
$805.
$805.
Over 20 inches tall, so it's not a little thing.
It's 1/4 scale. Yeah, so it's about a quarter of the size of what an Omni-Man would be. But it's super detailed. I mean, it's pretty gory. I mean, some of the details that were on the bottom, there was like 20 pictures on the website of this Connecticut, and there was so many like intestines. Yeah, so this is the ambush diorama from the very first episode of the animated series. Anyway, it's pretty quick. Oh, it's good. It's pretty good. I haven't watched second season.
Guardians of the Globe.
Yeah, it was really good. It's pretty brutal. And moving on from that, we can go to McFarlane.
Oh boy,
who's giving us some DC Direct statues?
What the fuck?
Exactly. So these are statues based on artists. So what artist do you think this is?
Somebody who doesn't know how fucking proportions work?
Mm-hmm.
Look, your torso's this big.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Is this supposed to be JC?
This
looks like Campbell, probably.
It is J. Scott Campbell. It's based on DC CoverGirls.
Yeah.
Version of J. Scott Campbell's Zatanna. So yeah, this is where you're getting from.
Yeah, this is fucking
her legs are way too long.
Yeah, this is available to pre-order now for $140.
You know, he because he did Danger Girl originally too. That was some of the first McFarlane's he came out with, and he didn't do quite a good job with those. He might need to just stay away from JC, dude. Just give it
Campbell's work.
Yeah,
just let Campbell do his own thing.
Yeah, this ain't good, dude.
It's a little rough. Well, let's move on to a different.
It also looks like she's got like a 12-foot dong hanging down there. So,
so she can stand up, right?
Yeah, I mean it's like 2/3 legs, and then like the rest of the body is like a third.
Yeah, and then a third hat.
Yeah,
her hat is ridiculous. Like the cat, that looks like the hat on the cat from fucking Alice in Wonderland. This is not good, bro.
Like her hat is bigger than the area from her belly button to her chin.
I mean, listen, because I like Constantine, I get to see a lot of Zatanna by default, and this is not like if you, I mean, not even in the face, I would have no clue. This is not.
It's all right. Let's see what else we got because this ain't good. And I like Campbell. But
what the
fuck? So this.
What the fuck? The fuck is this?
This is a Joker.
Is it?
Well, it's supposed to be the Joker.
You sure? It kind of looks like the original pilot from the original Shogun series with the eyebrows.
Yeah.
This is from the Joker, the Joker Purple Craze by Andrea Sorrentino.
$169, huh?
1/10 scale available to pre-order now for $170.
Where it's Jigsaw on his tricycle.
Yeah, it could be Jigsaw. Right.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know. McFarlane, he's doing stuff.
It's a thing, I
He's
guess.
making things.
He's making some things. All right, then move on to the one more of these. We have
Why? What is this?
What is this indeed? Well, obviously this is maybe not obviously, but this is supposed to be Batman.
Is it? Did he get
Batman Black and White?
Did he get run over by the road flattener and Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well,
Is this
that's an
Sienkiewicz?
angle.
It is Bill Sienkiewicz, exactly. $125, 1/10 scale as well, so it's a little bit smaller than the Zatanna.
It's Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, this is on that one. Isn't this on an annual or something like Detective?
Is it that bad on the? Why would you choose?
300 or
I'm
600
I'm saying
or-
like ugly sells, man, because that's what they're just doing. This
Well,
is
no,
horrible.
when it's drawn 2D, it plays differently than you can't 3D everything.
Yeah.
Like, certain pieces of art you can't make 3D models of.
bro.
This ain't gonna work.
Bro. Okay,
Okay. Let's talk about some comics.
please. Anything, but my eyes are bleeding now. At this point.
Yeah, those were 3 poor examples of what
Those
you could
are
do with
garbage.
Yeah, well, I mean, good old Todd. So one of the news stories in comics lately has been about Scout.
Oh shit.
Scout has allegedly not paid some creators. There's been a lot of pushback about it. I wasn't able to there was some stories from individual creators that posted some things about them not being paid by, and they don't telling people to stay away. And a lot of finger pointing happens when you ask for your money from Scout. So that was kind of a thing, but I wasn't able to nail down a lot of details about that, so I didn't talk about that too much. But then today, Scout has announced a quote-unquote partnership with Element Media Global, which
Never heard of them.
I never heard of them, but apparently they're a global media company.
Made up company we formed last week.
Yeah, they're a holding company of some kind. They own lots of different businesses and things. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
This sounds official.
Mm-hmm. So this it'll be a new iteration of Scout, which they will launch Dark Harbor Comics, a new horror thriller imprint. Under this deal, Scout and Dark Harbor will relaunch in September of 2024 with a genre-spanning line of comics, including both previously announced and several recently signed books as well. So, to me, when they say relaunch, that sounds to me, maybe Marco, you can expound on this a little bit to me. They're trying to move on, not declare bankruptcy, not going to pay anybody from their previous stuff, but now they've launched a new company so they can move on and do different things.
Well, that's where the holding company comes in. They're just going to say that they sold off the name and all the other shit is bankruptcy, and we don't have to pay that anymore because we're not going to produce the product. And
that's kind of what I understood.
Yep.
And so Scout has kind of presented itself as a company.
Laundered in my head.
Yeah.
It's not laundered as much as it is
what I'm saying is of potentially what we could get out of this. Oh yeah, we spent a lot of money making this movie, but we're not going to release it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Oh yeah, we put a lot of money into this, but
now we have a lot of tax write-downs and everything else, and we can't do anything with it, and we gotta get rid of it.
So before Scout had a lot of imprints under it. I know Black Caravan was something that I was kind of into. They were part of Scout Comics, which is what I thought, but they weren't. Black Caravan was a separate imprint, back in early Image days when you had Extreme Studios and you had all
everybody had their rights to it.
They had their own stuff, and then they were just published by Image. So that's what Scout was. They were just a publisher for these different imprints, and they tried to make it seem like I always thought that they owned all those rights for those different companies. Then they don't. They just were the publisher for those different imprints. So they published these people's things and then didn't pay them. They got the money, but didn't pay out the people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where that, but yeah, I mean, this whole thing. If you asked me before, do you think this is they're trying to get out of some debt? I'd say, yeah, that's why they're doing this.
So that's
if that's what you're asking, yeah. I mean, I don't know who's accusing them or whatever, but
Right, it's all alleged. It's all alleged. I don't, the creators.
Yeah,
have
that's why I said
accused
accusations. I said I don't know who's accusing him. But
Right,
like,
right. Exactly.
yeah, I mean, like that. Yeah, I mean that. This sounds like somebody who's trying to move out of debt and still keep the brand, I guess.
Mhm.
Which,
Well, the brand has a lot of things they've quote announced, like what is that word?
Optioned.
Optioned. Yeah, a lot of
There's
option news.
a shit ton of things optioned at Scout.
Option from Scout. We've seen a lot of things get hot because they were optioned from Scout.
yeah, but they don't have the rights to them, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know how that works. That's why maybe they want to keep the name. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe if they have a deal in their public, I'm not going to speculate on that.
Well, even think of it this way: say one of the imprints underneath what they're printing gets an option, it still looks good for them, so they get to carry on that.
Yeah, name of Scout.
Yeah. The name. Hey,
because it'll say from Scout Comics, and then like that's why you move it to here because you get all the other stuff out. They'll still say from Scout Comics or whatever.
Right. Let's talk about some Marvel news.
Okay.
Some big news coming from Marvel this summer.
Yeah,
it's a big one.
Not another symbiote thing, is it?
Thanos is coming back in the summer of 2024.
He's in a comic right now.
Yeah, where'd he go?
He's coming back.
Literally in a comic this week. I think was a fucking comic.
I believe he's in a battle with death right now.
Yeah, which is what he's always in a battle with.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's coming back in summer of 2024.
So I guess I don't need to read the rest of this series.
He's in Florida.
The stakes have never been higher.
He's a snowbird.
Saggy. He's a Saggy. Good shit, bro.
God.
Ring the bell!
Not with that tank cover they released this week.
Wow. That was rough. Okay, let's talk about some other Marvel news.
Maybe he can be a farmer again.
Yeah, you don't want to have that Grundle cover down in Florida. That would be some bad business.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, kind of cool, dude.
X-Men 700, which is X-Men 35 in the current run, but they're counting it as 700 somehow.
Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy. Yeah, even that's kind of fuzzy, but still, that's fine.
Yeah, you folded in how many different volumes? Another 5 volumes into there. The
7.
But that's what they're calling it 700. I'm not going to go back and count, so I'll just believe them.
Because it was what, like 5?
What it is?
35? Is that where the first one ended? Somewhere.
The Uncanny first Uncanny run. Yeah.
Yeah.
They might be counting regular X-Men and then Uncanny X-Men.
Well, no, they couldn't do that because regular X-Men ran almost 300.
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
On its own.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, the Jim Lee one, the Jim Lee restart.
Gotcha.
Because even Uncanny was technically X-Men before it was Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah, it went X-Men Uncanny, and then the X-Men that wasn't the Uncanny X-Men at the time was the Lee X-Men that was started at 1.
And then that became Legacy for a while.
Yeah, Legacy for a while.
Ran to like 270 or something. Or thereabouts.
And you kind of had blue and red spin-off and whatever.
Yeah, you got blue, red, and gold, and who knows where those ones fall.
Yeah. Because technically wasn't one of them Uncanny X-Men blue or some shit like that.
Yeah. Uncanny was the gold team back in the 90s. And
gold team, yeah.
Yeah, and Jim Lee had the blue team.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the blue team was better. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I like that one better because it was Jim Lee and
Cyclops,
Wolverine.
So it's a return of a legend and the end of the Krakoan age marks a new and fresh narrative.
Get rid of the thank God.
Because it can't get any worse than what it just was. So it's got to get better now, right?
Why is Leatherhead on this cover?
There's a lot of people. I don't know why Leatherhead.
No, seriously, I don't know who the alligator is.
Yeah, this is Pepe Larraz's cover. It's a wraparound, obviously. And so this will be coming out in.
Hey, doesn't the Quinjet kind of look like the G.I. Joe, that Cobra jet that had the thing on top of it? And
yeah.
The Night Raven SP3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it Raven something or other?
Yeah, Night Raven.
Looks good. It looks good. I'm excited.
Yeah. This cover looks really good. Pepe is doing a good job. Oh. And
so good, Marcus. Like, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. I'm going to go read it right now.
Fuck these guys. I'm going home.
Oh, what? You can't hear positive things about the X-Men? Did you have your ass too much? No, this looks good. At least
you left. What are you talking about?
We're doing it. There we go. Cuckoos. We're getting
all right. So Hellblazer that we reviewed on the show a little while back, a couple weeks ago, I think, right?
Really?
Didn't we talk about it?
Yeah.
No, we did, but I'm just that they're going to a second print.
It's getting a new print. This is a cover by Jock, and so we're gonna get a reprinting of that #1. It'll be out March 26th.
Told you it was good. We told you it was good.
Yeah, it sold out. So they're redoing it. Yeah, Jock's. I don't think Jock did the original cover, so we're getting a Jock cover.
I think he might have done one of them.
Okay, gotcha.
He might have. I'm not positive.
The one that I saw wasn't. I didn't know. Yeah, probably a different cover. And then Batman 142.
It's about time they rebooted that.
143 and 144 are getting
the green and
reprint.
purple.
So 142 is going to have a third print. Second print's actually out right now. It should be out today or yesterday. And then second and third chapters of that story will be out on March 26th.
I like that they're doing a different cover, man. That's cool.
Yeah, different covers okay if they got to do it.
I don't like the fact that they're putting the reviews on the cover though.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Corny as fuck. But
somebody said it was good.
Today says it's the best comic in the world.
Timmy down the street said that he loves it. Best ever.
Best ever.
Comic
but
book.
They should put Marco from Rennavision says it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're not getting. They're actually not. They're doing the exact opposite. They're coming up with like this is a new cover from. This isn't like an internal page.
Well, let's see what they do with these Batmans. I think
I don't give a shit about Batman. Who the fuck
this could have been a cover from before.
Batman.
It's just a recolored cover, so
hang out with.
All right, I'm not 100% on this.
Yeah.
And with that wraps up our news.
I still don't know who the Joker is.
Because the Jokers are just recolored versions of that
different color Joker.
Yeah. No, they're just recolored the Batman.
Yeah, this is a reuse. This was a regular Jock cover. They just.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Shit, that sucks.
It was limited trade dress. Now they're slapping the trade dress right in the middle of it.
And wait, go back to they're putting the comments 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I take it back, Joe. This is shitty. This is even worse.
Oh no, I can't do it.
Was that the
I can grab them real
Was there
fast.
2 covers for that?
There's 3 covers for the original one.
So they chose the Jock and they decided to fuck it up even worse.
Yeah, it was technically the B cover was the Jock, and then they decided to use that for the second. Oh, 4 covers if you count the incentive. There was an incentive as well.
So the place I've been going to recently to pick books up isn't getting anything more than the A covers now. So it's like I don't even see these. All right, cool. That's shitty that they're doing that, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw them up here. Give me 1 second. Here's the original, and then let me load up the second print after, so I can
see it.
Show you the huge difference. All right, so here's the B cover.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Limited trade dress, and now
I think I bought that cover.
Boom! They put the comments and the trade. Boom! There's the difference. First print,
wow. Yeah, that's terrible.
First print, second print. First print, second print.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say DC has.
That was a while ago. Well, how long ago was that first one out? Was that a month ago? Yeah, it had been.
I feel like issue 3's got to be coming soon.
Yeah, so it's a long.
January 16th is when the first one came out.
Oh, that looks shit. That's stupid. DC.
So so it's over a month ago. That's
DC always finding a way to say Marvel hold my drink.
Yeah, we did issue 2. I think we
did both. Yeah, because it's good. Yeah. All right, yeah. Issue 1, I think, is when we kind of first start to do what segment we're about to roll into. Take it or leave it, because people were complaining that I was spoiling it. Which I was like,
so now we're not going to spoil. We're going to keep it simple. All right, I'm going to run the thing so we can get into our next segment here.
I almost feel like I got a treasure Zelda.
Well, one was going with gold.
All right, take it or leave it is where we do not ruin comics anymore for you, but we still discuss the hot comics that came out this week. Ones we enjoyed, ones we don't enjoy, ones we recommend, ones we tell you to not buy. This week's going to be an interesting week because I even tried to throw in a comic at the last minute, hoping it wasn't shit.
You did. I left one open. I was like, I'll leave a spot open just in case because I have no idea what we're looking at. And yeah, could be a rough one. Could be a rough one.
Well, you're going to get some odd comics on this one.
But let's start us off with one that I think a lot of people were looking forward to. Hype Train was moving. It was churning along. The next installment of the Ultimate Universe.
Well, I know if you've heard what I said leading up to this book, you pretty much you can know where you probably think you know where my opinion is going to be on this one. I think it was pretty clear what I said about this because I've seen the stuff Star Wars dog shit. I've seen her other work dog shit. You know what I mean? So I don't even know if you need to go to me on this one. But you should. Because here's the deal with this one. I really was thinking like I'm going to give it an open mind either way, right? If you, dude, I can't. You keep doing it. You know what pisses me off about that picture? Look at that picture. Put that picture back up. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you know what? You see. Look at that. Look at that nice, oily, greasy, olive oil filled skin. All that nice hair pushing out there. Sun in the background. It's 42 degrees today, and I got the sniffles because the fucking Michigan weather.
It happens. All right.
I just want to go. I hate that because it reminds me of better times where I wasn't hanging out looking at you guys, and I was instead outside greasing myself up with my own slather. This book, however, I will tell you, if you're an X-Men fan, you're probably not gonna like. This is not an X-Men book. It really isn't. It's not
at least
a typical X-Men book. If you are a Momoka fan, you're going to love it because you're a Momoka fan. You're just going to love it. But if you take the mindset of, if you take the mindset and forget the title, it's not a bad, and forget that some of these characters have been in X-Men books before, at least one. It's not a bad book. Like, it's a little dark because of the suicide thing or whatever, but like, it wasn't a bad book. Now, I've heard a lot of comments because I talked to some people, because some of us, we read around when we pick it up from the shop. And like, I saw the Momoka fans go, like, I've got no clue what this book is, but the art's so amazing. I wouldn't say the art's amazing. If you like the style, that's what I said. If you're a Momoka fan, you're going to like the art style, right? It's not too wild. If you didn't like the Star Wars stuff, it's okay. She actually puts words in this fucking book so you can actually read a comic. It doesn't give you the feeling of, it gives you very, very fine feeling of an X-Men style comic, if you know what I mean.
It doesn't.
Theme-wise. Huh?
It doesn't really at all.
Kind of.
But again, not yet.
Kind of. But it's, like I said, it's very...
from the guys of the idea of the X-Men is to be like an outsider. And
like you have to stretch.
It is definitely a story of like an...
Yeah, you have to stretch to get a feeling for the X-Men. Thank you. That's, good way.
Well, I think... That's why I say at least not yet. We don't know until this character gets
well. Even at how they start to get a story going, it's kind of... But I will tell you this. It's not bad. It's not a bad story so far. It just is not like, it's just...
So what am I giving you for this one?
Yeah, I mean, for number one, yeah, it's cheap. You can pick it up. There's a couple people that asked. They took it off their pull list, and I said, hey, bud, you guys should probably buy it when it's cheap, because like, it's not great. It's not good. You know what I mean? It's not like...
I don't think this one's going to set the market on fire, but that's not because of the story. I feel like this one has been ordered enough.
I think this story's better than the Black Panther story. I'll say that.
It's different. It's more original.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. When people are saying all this, oh, well, it's a different turn. No, this is the only one out of that's actually like a very different reimagination of X-Men. Like, or at least the style of X-Men. This is very different than you're normally reading. So if you're willing to have an open mind,
it's different too. I know I know you say Spidey's only for Spidey fans, but Spidey so far is different.
Yeah, but Spidey is for Spidey fans. This
and what I'm saying, Spidey
is for X-Men.
Not the same.
Yeah, but it is. This is not like, well, the Spidey. Okay, Pete. Between the Spidey, which one has more of a Spidey, more of a feel of the title? The Spider-Man book or this book?
It feels because it is still Peter Parker. But what I'm saying is the supporting cast in this new Ultimate Spider-Man is not the same as Amazing Spider-Man. He has 2 kids, which he does not have in the regular universe. He is not with MJ in the regular universe. He is with a different MJ in this future, where she's in this universe, where she's basically the breadwinner, and he's the other guy. His aunt is dead. His Uncle Ben,
Right.
who's been dead since the 60s, is now a character in that story where it wasn't before. Jane Jonah Jameson isn't the same dickhead that he was in the Amazing Universe. He's a different character that is more supportive and friends with his uncle. What I'm saying is the characters are actually different. And the story isn't the same because he's not Spider-Man until, the second issue.
Yeah, but it has a similar feeling.
But he's still Peter Parker. I would give you that. What I'm saying is
this does not feel, but this, like I said, this one doesn't have a feeling.
But Black Panther is basically just Black Panther again.
Oh, I'm not comparing those two. Yeah, Black Panther is probably the worst of the three.
That's what you were saying.
Black Panther was Black Panther.
Different.
No.
I'm like,
well, I mean, like, no. What I'm saying is, like, this one is like completely different. Like, it's completely out of the element. The only thing is, Armor is a character. Well, she doesn't even have that name in this book right yet. But like, that character is an X-Men character, but it ain't this X-Men. I mean, it's not this one. It's not like this. It's not receiving buttons. And
how disappointed are all those Maystorm investors right now? They're like, where is she?
So this was like this was more like a manga that read the wrong way. Like, you read it in the American way versus reading it backwards, or the other way, like Japanese reading. And the art was super, like, it's Peach Momoko, but it's also like very much like Kitty Peach Momoko. Like the art looked very, like she did Demon Days and it didn't look like this. Like it looked more adult. Demon Days was another take on X-Men by her as well.
Yeah.
And this is different than that because this is much more like kid.
It is middle school.
Yeah, so it's a much smaller or younger.
I don't know.
Characters, whatever.
I've seen Japanese style manga that is more. There are some stories like that are more tailored towards this version. I didn't understand what they were, but as a little kid, I'd read it because that's where it's like where we go. So you look at anything, and it had that flavor and feeling. The ones that have the dark tones to it, like this has a very dark tone to the storytelling. So those type of stories
on this one. Dub, what do you think?
I'm thinking, it's got to be in the middle. I'm a middle. Yeah, I'm in the middle on this one. I didn't love it, but I didn't.
So you're like the crooked thumb up.
Yeah, I'll give it that. Yeah, Sarah, I kind of agree with that. It's a little emo-ish, and it definitely looks Ghibli-like. Yeah. Like it definitely gave me some vibes of like Totoro or Spirited Away or something like that.
I don't think she's Jubilee.
I'm gonna follow the crooked thumb because I did like it enough that I am curious to see where we're going from here. I do want to read issue 2, but I didn't love this issue. I didn't hate it either. It's just kind of, I knew I wasn't expecting like a grand X-Men tale. I knew I was getting something different, but even outside of that, I'm just like, okay, it was all right.
Okay, the reason why I gave it thumbs up, as soon as you could get past it not being an X-Men book, it's a thumb. If you're like, is it for X-Men books? Yeah. For not X-Men books? Yeah.
I mean, that's why I was kind of giving it more of a thumbs up because it wasn't an X-Men book, but
I still wanted more X-Men. So that's why I get my crooked. But you explained why yours. There's nothing wrong with your giving the full thumbs up.
Yeah.
So ultimately, it still ends up. This is go and take it. Go pick one up. Give it a try for yourself.
Sarah, I don't think so. Maybe we can talk about it next week or the week after people have time to read, but I don't think that's who it is. All right.
Yeah, I do kind of actually feel that a little bit.
I like that character, but no, I think it's. I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you offline.
This comment, you don't get. I get a little bit of vibe.
I don't. Yeah, maybe not really. Both him and Sarah. No, neither one. All
right, move on to our next book.
Yeah, I think we saw a first appearance in this book, by the way.
All right, Dub. Sorry, but we did stay in the X universe for our Marvel number 2. Weapon X-Men.
If you know me, you know I'm going to always read the alternative universe X-Men stuff. This was a very heavy Wolverine-based alternative X-Men thing. It had a bunch of different versions of Wolverine in it. Some that I like, some that I think are stupid. Actually, they turned the one from 1907 or whatever that series was into a female, but that was fine. And it started off okay. It got bad, then it got good, then it got bad again, and it just kind of ended.
Yeah, that's actually I give you a lot of crap, but that is pretty much a fair. That's a fair.
There was good parts of it. Don't get me wrong.
There's some entertaining parts, but there's a lot of just
shit.
Meh. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are we even here? Like, really? That was the whole setup?
Yeah, I'm not picking up number 2.
Rick and Morty.
I thought this was while I was reading this, I didn't look at the front. It said 1. I didn't realize it. I was like, oh shit, this is a one shot. Okay. As a one shot, if they finished the story in the last 3 pages, I think I would have given it a thumbs up. But since it's an ongoing, or at least a mini, fucking thumbs down. Horrible.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it has that feeling of Age of Apocalypse, the remake one, the one they did in 2017 or whatever, where you want to like it because there's good parts of it, but you're like, it's just there's just so much bad. And the bad was longer in this book than the good. You know what I mean? Like the funny part, the zombie part, the fat Wolverine, that shit was all great. The Wolverines back and forth going at was good. But all the other, anything that didn't have the Wolverines doing something was dribble. It was bad.
It was, but I still was on the crooked thumb because ultimately I still am curious about
where we're read number 2.
It was enough for me to be interested in issue 2 because they ended this story. Like the fact that they're like, we're done. Like, yeah, we didn't give you a lot. We showed up in this universe. Yeah, it was kind of stupid, but don't worry. This is our setup adventure. We'll get on to something else next week.
Yeah, maybe. I wish we could have got in. If they didn't, I don't know. If they would have ended it 6 pages earlier, I think I'd still be in. But like, whew.
It wasn't great.
Whew. Okay.
Dub, did you bother reading this one?
I started it and I didn't get very far. It's cool to see the Age of Apocalypse, Wolverine, but that's about it.
Well, we're gonna.
I can't give a.
Oh, there's between Old Man Wolverine. There's some great lines with Old Man Wolverine, between Old Man Wolverine and Zombie Wolverine. The interaction between the Wolverines was.
It was weird.
It was good though. It was funny. It was funny.
It was good.
Yeah, yeah.
My man like chopping a hunk of his calf off.
No, but when my man's like, put on the jacket, you'll know why.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, you use them," and he's like, that whole thing. But then there was
bad bits too, where there's too much self-referential. I'm the one who has his haircut about the fat Wolverine. Like, I was like,
yeah,
right.
and this is, you know what it was? Too much Gene. It was too much Gene. It was way too much Gene. Way too much.
That too. But I think based on even Dub's partial and my crooked with Mark solid down, I think this ends up being a leave it.
That is
we got to make a call. So
that's a new. By the way, it is a new first appearance of the female Wolverine.
Yes, the Jane Howlett or whatever.
Yeah. All right,
that's her first appearance. This book.
Yep.
Unfortunately, yes, because the original 19 whatever was actually a guy. It wasn't.
Gotcha.
Oof.
Yes.
Oh.
If you know, then you know. And if you don't, I can understand why you don't. But this had a lot of callbacks to Creeper, the OG Creeper. It had that feel, especially the start off when he was especially like the first 10th of the book. It was very good. The last part of the book.
First 10th of a book.
Well, what I was gonna say,
That's
first
pages.
third. Well, maybe the first like 4 pages, 5 pages.
Okay.
You know, that it was funny. If you are a fan of Creeper, it was very. If you aren't, I can tell you might not like this.
I'm gonna use one of your angles on comic reviews. There were too many words.
There was, but that was
a lot of exposition just mixed in through the middle. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here?
It was actually a lot of callbacks. There's a lot of callbacks, and
I guess since I didn't get the callbacks, I was just like, "What are we doing, man?"
Yeah. I could see how that happens.
It just slowed it down because it's like, wait, what? Now we're explaining stuff.
Yeah, for me, I enjoyed this book. But I'm going to give it a crooked thumbs up because why I'm not going to give it a full thumbs up is because I know that, like I said, if you know, you're going to love it. But if you don't know, obviously you thought it was too wordy. So
It was just
I could see that too.
I was just bored.
What does that mean? You were just bored?
I was just I don't know. I just lost interest halfway reading this, and I just started doing the speed read.
They did they had Jack in there, and they had the creeper. The back and forth I thought was funny. I thought it was well written. I did. I have to get something for the next book, but go ahead, Dub. Do you have anything on this?
I didn't read this one.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna leave us stalemated then, because I'm not fully down on it. Like I said, it wasn't terrible. It's just I was just kind of.
That's what I'm saying. I think you have to be invested. This book you had to be vested in Creeper. If you
I think that's part of the problem.
If you have any experience with Creeper, either the original one or the series or one of the series, I think you would have had some fun with this. Even maybe the animated series, not as much, but like,
that's my experience with the animated series.
Yeah, so I think if you had that, maybe a little bit you would have caught, but like, I don't think if you have no experience with the Creeper, I could see how this is not a book for you. I think that's what you asked. Like if the guy next to you, while you have it in your stack, is going like, "Hey, should I pick this up?" Be like, "Hey, have you ever read the Creeper before?" And they go, "No." You go, "Probably not for you, bro. Sorry." And then they'll buy it anyways because then they think like, "Oh, well, who the fuck is he to tell me what's not for me?" I get that, but then you're gonna be like, "This is a shit book." So, I mean, I don't know. Just saying.
I don't know what to do here.
But it's a middle.
We don't have a middle. The whole point is take it or leave it.
No, if you're a Creeper fan, take it.
That's why I'm going to give it.
Hold on. If you're picking up fucking Shazam, take it. Because who the fuck's picking up Shazam?
That's true.
You forgot what this title is. It's Shazam. That's a take it, bro.
I changed you to a full-on thumbs up. He had to go get something, but I changed his to a full-on thumb. He was very defensive of this book, so I'm giving him the full-on support of this one. For the Creeper fans. For you Creeper fans out there. So we'll leave it as the take it.
Okay.
That's what I thought too, John. I said I needed more cowbell.
Birds of Prey number 7.
All right, so this one I actually started reading and then didn't finish reading, and I kind of just flipped through like to get to the end.
This one got wordy too.
Yeah, there was a lot of words, but there was a flashback in the middle of it that like
that's what I mean. Like
whole different art that was like changed the whole art style for a while. But then you get then the end of it is what this book is all about. It's just for the last page is what this book is supposed to be for. So
which will probably sell next issue's covers.
Right. I think you guys are missing it. I think you guys missed this.
I need to read it better, but I didn't have a lot of time.
You want to know what you need to do? Well, go ahead. What do you got on this, Dub? What do you ranking this?
I'm gonna give it a crooked thumbs up. Not quite up there, but yeah.
All right.
There was a lot of good covers for this. This was not the good cover.
I'm deceived by Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, suited up on the cover though.
Yeah.
So this is what I started to read this and I'm like, there's something off. I got about 2/3 the way through the book. I was like, damn, there really is something off about this book. And then I looked up and I went, holy shit, I got to put on my glasses. And I put on 3D glasses. And then I started the book all over again and read it. And it actually made it enjoyable. This shit is written in 3D. And you didn't fucking know it. Yes. It's written in 3D.
Oh, wow.
Popping out shit. And like, that's where all the color things were going. And I was like, holy shit, dude, this book is actually pretty damn enjoyable if you read it in 3D. If not,
I'm not gonna get random 3D glasses.
Well, I have a 3D TV, so I had 3D. I have a.
See, I wanted no parts of the 3D TV.
I got one for free. They sent one to my house, so
I just didn't want it. I wouldn't even take it for free.
So, well, I took it. Well, you don't have to watch it in 3D.
Well, that's what I mean. I would just watch it in 2D. I would never.
That's just watch in 4K or whatever it is. But yeah. So that's what I did. I put on.
Oh my god, glasses. You're so right. I'm just looking at the art.
I was thinking that when I'm looking at the art, it gave me that vibe. Like, am I watching Jaws?
So cool. Like reading, you got to get 3D glasses someplace and reread this book. And it's.
I have some somewhere. I'll dig them.
Yeah, yeah. Like even like now, even the color, like it doesn't do it that well. Yeah, but even on the computer, if I tilt my head the right way, like the yellow, she's jumping out at you. Like it looks so much better in 3D. I wish you guys could see what's going on here. It looks so much
I will.
No, but it's not thumbs up. It's literally.
I'm giving it the crooked thumbs up for that innovation.
Yeah, that's
I'm
amazing.
giving it a crooked thumbs down.
I'm giving it a thumbs down
bored.
though. I'm giving it a thumbs down because they didn't tell anybody. So you had to be smart. You built different to figure out that this is.
Yeah, but ultimately they still even wink and a nod on their own, of their own writing. Basically, it ended where they wanted to. They're in their underwear, and
that thing too. Yeah, that was stupid.
It was stupid, but I think that's all people are buying this title at this point.
Yeah, it's very cringy. These guys that are just buying weird.
It's all just for the
there's creepy dude.
Usually a solid variant cover every week for this.
Dude, this looks so cool.
There's at least one really good cover, and it's just a cover.
So cool. It's cool, man.
I think Dub and I are going to give you the crooked tickets. Even though Marco gave us the bombshell of the 3D option.
That's what it is, man. It looks so much better, dude. It like even this cover, like the yellow, it looks like she's popping out at you. It's nice.
I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was the Zerdy just a B cover, or was it some kind of incentive?
It was just, I think, a regular B cover.
And same thing with the Villalobos?
No, the incentive was actually the lyrics.
Are the other covers like this too, or no?
The lyric sleeve might be a 3D from the way it looks.
This one for sure is like
because it's a lot of it's a lot of purples and blues, and it hardly singing on the mic. And
yeah, all right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I got
that Villalobos though. I mean, I like that one.
The Lobos is good.
Yeah, that was really good.
I mean, it's not even like 3D, but it does make it pop a lot better. I mean, it really does. There's definitely a difference in it when you look through when you watch 3D and when you don't. So
and the Sozo Micah is good too. Wow, yeah. She looks like Pamela Anderson on the.
Oh yeah, the Sozo Micah doing the Women's History Month covers. Those are fantastic so far. Only been 2.
But... Okay, I got to make sure. I got to call my guy.
You got to get that.
A ton of them.
You got to get that. You know what I mean?
8. So
everybody,
it should be an affordable set. But we got one more book, one more comic to review.
What number was that?
That was number 7. Well, no, that was Birds of Prey number 7, our 4th comic of the day.
No, I'm trying to look up the covers because I only saw one cover.
Yeah, Birds of Prey 7. Yeah,
7. Yeah, 7 had the cover A, and then there was Zerdy Tattoo, the Villalobos group shot, the Sozo Women's History Month, and then the 1 in 25 Lyrics Lee.
Why don't they show any of the other covers here? Why does DC not show the other covers for their own?
I don't know. I don't use DC. But did anybody bother to read this crazy batshit title I put in here? Because the premise had me interested.
I started it, but I didn't finish
execution?
Yep. Too many words.
It lost me.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
Golgotha Motor Mountain? Yes. It was something about like mutants and meth and car races and I don't know.
Robbie Rodriguez art.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
It was something.
Definitely something. The colors were definitely I mean, you'll see this cover right here. It's very
it was colorful.
Very colorful.
We probably should have done The Last Mermaid.
I sent you the link, Marco, in the
for what? Oh yeah, I got it. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, Thank you.
Yeah. No. I read out the premise on my Wednesday watch list because I'm like, I don't know what this is. It sounds crazy. This high octane redneck motor madness massacre.
Yeah, there's like lab
right here, John. Here's one of the So pretty much what this is 2 dudes who are brothers who are cooking. I'm gonna just spoil this book. It's 2 dudes who are cooking meth, and one apparently is in a situation with a dominatrix who likes to ball and gag them somehow, and they end up smoking some type of alien feces, and then it turns Nazis into fucking just weird stuff. It's crazy, dude. Not 3D though, but
not 3D, but
their gas masks are pretty cool though.
I'll be honest with you. I think the book sucks, but I'm going to read the next one, so I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Are you? Because I'm not interested. This lost me. I'm like, this could have been cool, but you made it weird, man.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
But not weird in a good way, is what I mean. Like, I just didn't.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the book sucks, but I'm gonna read. It's like it's like watching Jerry Springer.
I hear you. I get that. I just feel like it didn't have enough of that for me, like to get me interested. I'm like, you
didn't get why the alien thing was talking to like.
To me, it was too many words, like you've said before. There was so many words in there.
Yeah, they're cooking.
I just didn't have time. I didn't have time to do it. So
yeah,
I'm gonna.
I'll admit I probably sped through it too, but I just wasn't. I wasn't into it.
You ever heard a story that I told before about going to a comic book auction? It was right in the place where they talk, and there is a meth park that way. So I guess that's nostalgic for me too. So.
Oh yes, I remember that story.
Yeah,
that was in Ohio.
Yeah, well, yeah, Southern Ohio, border of Kentucky. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like Dub's on this side with me.
Yeah, I'm on that side.
Yeah,
I like that Rodriguez art. I like the cover. I like the colors on the cover, but then it lost.
I just feel I was let down by the premise. That's all. So I'm leaving it.
I watched it to say that my life was better. I know. I mean, it's not like it's one of those ones where you're like, if you.
Oh, I know. I totally get where you're coming from. I'm just being honest that it didn't grab me enough.
Yeah.
Like what was it? The Weapon X book. Like it didn't grab you. It grabbed me enough, even though it was
fair.
crappy. It grabbed me enough that I want to see where they're going in the next adventure.
I just want to see the trick. There's a guy on the track, and we've all told him to get the fuck off the track. We know it's going to be ugly, and the train right now is going about 100 miles per hour, and it's about 10 feet from hitting that car. And book number 2 is going to be the car because it's that bad. Like it is that bad. So maybe I turn away. Maybe I just go like, oh, the guy got away at the last second. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. But there was our take it or leave it review segment for this week.
John, I went to an auction for comics in Southern Ohio, and it was the GPS took us into it. There was like a highway there. It took us across the border. I don't know if B. Smith said it was West Virginia or it was Kentucky. I thought it was Kentucky, but it was a meth. Like we ended up in a meth park, like where they make meth.
Oh, I gotta find that. I gotta find that link. I could send it to John so he can check out your old story.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. No, whatever. We bought a shit ton of comics.
Weren't you chucking away X-Men 1?
They threw away.
Yeah, we were throwing away boxes of X.
Like, they wouldn't let you leave them.
Boxes of X-Men 1 because they wouldn't leave it. And then the guy was trying to charge us for throwing them away. I was like, well, you got 2 choices. We either take because we ended up, luckily, they had a shopping cart there for big surprise because the gas station next door had just empty shopping carts that like people would leave. So we grabbed one of the shopping carts, we packed a bunch of shit into it, and we couldn't fit them anymore into the car. I mean, it was an SUV, and it was like literally when we got on the expressway car, we opened up the windows because it smelled of comic books, and sometimes comic books don't always smell them. And comic books were literally flying out. We only opened up the window that much, and they were flying out. That's how many comic books we put into this car. So, Dub, did you just hear the story this weekend? Because somebody asked about it.
No, I heard it when you talked about it on here.
Okay, so then we had a whole shopping, and I go, okay, so this is what I could do. I can have him drive to the end of the U because there's like a U there. I said, you can drive to the end of there, and I will take this cart here, and then I will jump in the car, and we'll just leave the cart down there, and you'll have to clean it up. Or you can just find me a dumpster. And he's like, we're not supposed to use the dumpster. I said, choices have to be made here, young man. And he said, all right. And well, he had his cowboy belt. He had the whole 10-gallon hat on. He's
I can leave him in the street here for you if you want.
Yeah. So then he took me back there, and then we were heaving boxes of the shit away. So there you go.
Yeah, you'll have to watch the video for the rest of the meth chase stories.
Yeah,
when they take a wrong road.
Yeah, I'll have to see that because they might pull up to an auction. They might pull up to a bunch of cowboys, selling comic books and toys. Who knows?
All right. Well, are you ready for your segment now?
Oh shoot! Yeah. So speaking of that,
let me run the thing, and then you can go.
So speaking of that, since we covered some comics, even though we don't show you them anymore, and we told you about the first appearance of Jeanette or whatever her name is, female Wolverine. Yeah, Jane Wolverine. We're going to do a couple under the radars here. Now, remember, under the radars aren't all C-list, but some of them are a combination of C-list and maybe comic books that you're like, wow, that's a Silver Age. It's not $5, but at least it's not $5,000. So We'll hit up a couple books. First off, speaking of all the Jameses we saw, one of my favorite Wolverines is from Earth 295.
Just to clarify, even though he's from the Silver Age, I think we can admit that even calling Creeper a C-list character might be generous. I know you love him, Marco, but
he is an A-list character. He made a cartoon. He made a cartoon.
All right, keep it going. Go ahead.
John, I don't know. It was like 7-8 years ago. I didn't drive either. I can ask B if he remembers. I don't know. James, this James is the Apocalypse one from the original Age of Apocalypse, and when they came back. I mean, actually, he's come back a bunch of different times. Mm-hmm. This is where the Wolverine that has a cannon on his hand. Pretty sweet dude, sacrifices himself.
Well, he just had a stump at first.
They canonized
it later.
Yeah, cannoned him out later. Stump. Yeah, he was Stumpy. Actually, didn't they call him Stumpy at one point? There it is right there. On the cover, Stumpy. There he goes. Oh, look, it's Morph in the background. X-Men Alpha #1. This is a chromium cover. Just so a little, guys, with this, I've been trying to figure out like what the grade is. I've actually gone back and looked at the sold listings and then tried to look at the picture. This is a chromium cover, and people are calling it near mint 9.4. These are what they said, and like new. And then they're taking pictures with flashes and lights everywhere. And if you've ever seen a chromium book before, when you take a picture of it with a light, it doesn't matter if you say see pics because you can't see shit.
There's no
but a shiny ass light. Yeah.
It's just light. It just reflects everything.
Yeah. So that's what we had here. $4.99, $15 are the last two. One was like new. I don't know what the fuck that means, but apparently people fell for that listing. And the other was NM94. Well, I think they call it they called this one near mint 9.4, which they were correct on that, saying that. But I couldn't tell. You couldn't tell shit. There was the last CGC did sell for $55 for 9.8. So there you go.
There are a lot of these.
You don't like this? I love this series. I probably own like 10 of these. For those people that have never heard it before, for a long time before back issues really got popular, every time I'd go someplace, like I would collect the full run of this.
I did enjoy the original Age of Apocalypse. I like the Elseworlds, the different universe. It was fun.
Yeah. I mean, like everything from X-Men and like Extinction, like all that crap. I
didn't care for X-Man so much though.
Well, I know I'm saying is like all the linking up to it.
No, I know, but you know what I'm saying. Like
the next James or Wolverine is Earth 21923. For those people that aren't familiar with what Earth that is is Old Man Logan. I like the Old Man Logan story. I think actually the Old Man Hawkeye story is way underrated. It's a very good story.
His own series that came out later.
That was like a one. This is not a one-off. This is actually Wolverine Volume 3. It starts at issue 66.
To like 72?
Somebody listed it as a nice cover.
It's a nice copy. It's a nice copy.
And it was just like one picture of the cover. Nice copy. That's what it was called. So I don't know how to grade that, even on eBay. So that was 1958.
I want to hear about the next copy. That was in bagboard plastic.
So the next was about 4 other copies. They were selling anywhere from like $28 to $32, $35. And they were either bag and board with like 50 pictures. But like when you're taking them in like thick bag and boards, like you can't. I don't give a shit if you take a picture of the spine. You can't tell because it's in a fucking bag, bro. And then the other one
also reflect light and.
Yeah, all types of shit, shadow and shit like that. And the other one is the top loader, right? Plastic. So it was the top loader probably sold for the most because somebody had a top loader, but they literally just took a picture. Here it is, the front of a top loader on a dark, like you couldn't, like it's a darker book, so don't take it on a dark surface and then not black. I'm talking like wood floor, but fake wood floor, whatever that shit's called, linoleum. You could tell it's just cheap or whatever. And then they flipped it over. And it would do the same. You can't tell when you're taking a picture of something. I can't help you. I can't tell what it looks like with plastic, but apparently it sold people because they bought it. Mind you, the last 2 9/8, 140, which was a high, more recent than not. 125, 120 is around there for a 9/8 for this book.
Well, this has come down. This was up there back in the day, back when the Logan movie was coming out. This was all the rage. Everybody loved this.
Yeah, but this book went down to like a $90 book. It's kind of getting back up there because of whatever. but to 120.
Well, they're hoping maybe we see maybe a variant in Deadpool 3.
Yeah, there was a bunch of different covers too, and some of them, like I think the hip hop cover only goes for 125. It's none of them are out of price range at this point. Probably if you want this book, it's a good time to look at it. They do say that and this is actually a very interesting listing because it says $10 to $1.99, and this is why. The people that say that the first appearance, which it's his origin story, so it's the first canon appearance, it's like, but not the first appearance. People that list it like that will get more towards the $10. People that just put this book up, $1.99. There was a CGC 98 for 88.43 listing this as his first appearance, which once again, it's not his first comic book appearance. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Universe creation?
Yeah. There you go. All right.
People collect a lot of weird things.
Weird stuff, but that's part of it. If you want all the Wolverines, that's one of them. So next we've got Earth 2149. You know who did this cover?
Yeah, I can see the signature right there.
What is it?
Arthur. Suidam? I don't know how to say his name.
Sudan. And he's a very nice guy. He's a little bit wonky, but very nice. Comes out to Michigan all the time.
He comes. I see his name. He pops up.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Around my way too.
Likes the horror stuff. Takes care of the vendors. Takes care of fans. So, but his is Earth 2149. This is just like one of the pictures from him. This is one of his covers. The first time you see this, which is
just call it Marvel Zombies because that's what
Marvel Zombies. Yeah, the first time you see this is the interesting thing. This is the first time you see Marvel Zombie Wolverine, but not all Marvel Zombies. So it was very interesting how people were listing this book. If they were listing this book, you could see the $20 one for VF plus 85. They were listing it as all Marvel like whatever. The people that were listed as Wolverine, Zombie first, near mint. This is raw $9.4, $9.99. I mean, I guess you could just put it there because it sells better than most books. You just say, look at it. That's what they put.
Say, let's look at it.
It's like condition said, look at it. Now, if they would have just put like, hey, yeah, I think if they would have graded it out, maybe added a little, it literally said Ultimate Fantastic 422, and then you clicked on it and said condition, it said, look at it. And I'm like, because it had the same listing as the $20 book, just the condition was different, and they look similar, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it could be better. They could have done the standard. I'm not a professional grader.
No, but this is the best. They said look at it, and the picture. This is why I thought that near mint. So why I have near mint 9.4 because they actually didn't grade that one either. It came out 8, but they took a picture of it, they called it near mint. They took a picture of it. It was you couldn't see the book. Like it was foggy. It was like it looked like they just like hurry up, took a picture, and like moved the camera while they took it on both sides. I'm like, what the hell are we, dude? What are we doing? Anyway, CGC. Like it was a rough week. Typically, you guys know I don't like to shit on people because I understand how it is to post books to eBay. So I don't like to do that. But this week, there was phenomenal garbage. Like, look at it. 9 near mint. And they were calling it near mint and just taking fuzzy pictures of the front and the back.
It's like
CGC,
new.
Hold on. You're cutting into.
The last one was like new. You already gave us a like.
Oh,
new.
did we do that one where he said like new? Yeah. CGC 98 $185, CGC 96 $67. I mean, people are buying the book for the zombie thing. All right, we talked about her already. This is Armor. She shows up. Different version of her shows up in the Armor.
Chiki. I'm trying to say her name.
Yeah, Hissa. Well, you're more. Yeah, you. I mean,
Sako Ichiki.
Okay, cool. That might be it.
I feel all right with that.
People like the video. Okay, cool. Next up is her first appearance, and this book has got different covers, and it's weird how they try to sell this book.
This cover.
Well, this is the A cover, but this is Astonishing X-Men Volume 3, number 4. When Dub was saying weird numbering, this is one that falls into it. Near mint 9, they for $10. This is literally how they printed it. It said near mint 9.4. It's a near mint question mark and the other one said near mint question mark. And one sold for 10, one sold for $9.99. Neither one.
Cookie Monster hands.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Cookie.
I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't have to tell you about that. However, I did also go with the 1 in 10. There's multiple covers on this. Most of the time it sells for $10 in a pack or 20 for 4, whatever. VF plus 8.5 for $14.99. And then another V that was labeled as VF plus, not 8.5, sold for $10.16. It just said VF plus. CGC 9.4, however, selling for $61.70.
John, that was a beast cover, but yeah, this was that Josh Whedon run. On,
weird one.
X-Men. He brought Kitty back and
weird run.
Gave us some aliens.
Next up, one of my favorite, and also has to deal with the age, Shadow King. Great dude. Most people don't realize that his first is X-Men Volume 117. Now, he did show up in the TV show, so kind of got hot a little bit for a while. But
oh, yeah, because he was on Legion.
Yeah, but holy shit, the listings for this book is fucked. $2.80 for literally the grading on it said acceptable.
Yeah.
It's acceptable.
It's acceptable. For $2.80, you'll take it.
Right. It's acceptable. Condition, acceptable. It did have a lot of damage. I kind of looked at it. It graded out at 2. I didn't get to see the inside. Unfortunately, none of these people actually opened up the book to show you what the inside is. But what I could see from the outside, there was a lot of wear. There's a wear and maybe some tears. So I put it at G and 2.5. The next book said good, and I don't think they meant G as in good. I think they meant, yeah, the book's good. It looked very fine. It could have been an 8.0 or more. Once again, they only showed the 2 covers on this book, so I couldn't tell that much about the book. But it did look like it was in pretty good shape. It looked like at least a VF, maybe even higher, to be honest with you. It could have been much higher. And I think the people who actually ended up buying this thought the same thing because they bid it up to $40.55. And then there was a very fine to near mint minus, a 9.2-ish, and that was labeled as so. It was labeled as VFN/NM, and that went for $59.92. I will tell you that the good book and the 9.2 book looked pretty identical.
Pretty close?
Pretty close. Pretty darn close. CGC 9.6 is a book going for cheap $125.50 with 24 bids. CGC 9.4 listed as
never been pressed or cleaned.
9.4 never pressed, never cleaned in a brand new holster. $115. I will tell you 9.4s don't go for $115, but if you put never pressed, never cleaned, apparently you get about $20 more than what the book.
People go, oh, wait a second, I can press and clean it and get better.
And do what? You'd lose money because what's the best you're gonna get? A 9.6 out of it, and you're gonna
you're still gonna have to pay for the grading.
Yeah, the grading, you're gonna lose money.
The regrade.
And by the way, these were like 5 days, maybe a week between each other, so it made no sense. And that's
yeah. You look at it. All right, I spent $115. Even if I do it myself, and I know how to press and clean, if I do it myself, I'm still gonna have to resubmit this. I probably paid more like $130, $140 because I had to ship this book to me.
Bud. Yeah, and here's the deal.
Then you're gonna ship this off to CGC, pay them $30 to grade it, and pay them to ship it back. I'm into it for like $200. Maybe I get the 9.6, and I'll get $125.50.
But typically, the auction too, I believe, was a 99-cent start auction. That's not what whoever bought this book. No, but I know. But what I'm telling you is, whoever bought this book did it on the back of a 9.6, selling for pretty much a record low price. And then they decided to pay because somebody put. The only reason I could understand somebody, because I think before this, the last book that sold before this for a 9.4, which was also within a 30-day span, was $95. So why would you? Why? I don't know.
The possibilities.
Yeah, I'm
sorry, I missed the beginning of that one. Who was that a first appearance of?
Oh,
Shadow King.
It is Shadow King, man. That's
Is it
him right there on the
Farouk?
cover. Farouk. Yeah. Next up, we've got probably the best first appearance of the whole week this week.
I like how you put his name on his underwear.
Jack, I know. Hey, you looked, dude. You looked.
I did.
Jack Ryder. Also known as the Creeper. What do you mean what it is? It's the Creeper, dude. It's one of the best DC characters of all time. Showcase number what are you coughing about there?
I don't.
Oh, sorry. Showcase number 73. I know you guys all know this. I know you guys all love this
on
one.
his favorite character.
I said nothing.
If the Joker was good, it'd be this character. He's hilarious. 6 for GD goddamn plus, which I assume I put the 4 or 5 there. They didn't put that. They put GD plus. So I don't know what that means.
Goddamn
plus. I assume because of how I looked at it looked like a 4 or 5. So I think that's kind of what they're going for. $68, just under a 5.0, which is kind of around the 5.0, which you see later. Previously a 5.0 VG/FN. That's the proper grading for the goddamn. I think he was just saying good, abbreviating good though. Plus,
yeah.
But sold for 68. And by the way, the GD plus was in better shape than the VG/VF, so I really do think he undergraded that. Make sure you know your grading scale. You can get it in the back of any of the overstreets, or probably the internet would help you with that. Just for labeling, it takes 2 seconds. 144 for a VF minus 7.5, which is that's a very healthy price for a 7.5, especially considering CGC 7.5s are going for $189.50 with 14 bids, and a CGC 5.5 is going for $76.50. I would not pay $50 raw for this. I love this book. I've never once paid over $50 raw for this book, no matter how high the grade is in this book. I will tell you that. And there's a lot that are great at this point that I think there's great value in this book, especially if it ever, James Gunn's coming. Creeper's a character that would smell like something he would do too. I also let you buy because I've got probably 20 copies of this book. Yeah, I do. This is another book I just pick up whenever I see it, I buy it. All right. Finally, we have Sin. For those people who don't know who Sin is, she is the adopted daughter of Black Canary and
what
Green
is she
Arrow.
holding in her hand?
Yeah, it does look like she's holding, yes, a woman hygiene product.
2 of them.
Yeah, but she actually was trained by assassins. I don't know. Pete said to put it on there, so we did. I think he just wanted to look at this cover. It's Bird of Prey, Volume 1, number 92. The book doesn't sell for shit.
It's an oddball first appearance.
Yeah, it is. It's an oddball first appearance, and $2.95 was the last sale for it. Not a ton of sales. But if you're digging through the dollar bins, as we say always, if you're digging through and you need an extra book to throw in, this isn't a bad first appearance to throw in there by any stretch.
Yeah, this Birds of Prey run doesn't have a lot going for it. Like, there's not a ton for you to go and get. You got Black Alice in 76, and some of the covers. Like, there's a couple of covers you might want to pick up, but other than that, not a lot going on.
I think they're asking about like
his origin.
His origin is like he just did like one of the Joker things, but he didn't do it right, pretty much. Yeah. So
the cops were after him, and the underworld were after him. Beware the Creeper.
Yeah, he just was obsessed. Anyways, but he also was like he was a reporter. If you read Shazam, like that thing is kind of like his story of how he used to be like a news reporter and everything. Nobody gives a shit. I literally am like.
I tried to read that Shazam and I couldn't do it.
Well, that part of it when you had Jack as the like cheesy newscaster, that's like his original form before he gets all obsessed with superheroes and then turns into fucking yellow skinned boa wearing badass. I would also say that he's not actually a villain. I'd also say that he is a anti-hero on the same level of the Punisher. All right. That's all I got for you.
I agree with the anti-hero part.
I like how you snuck that in there.
Yeah, the Punisher part I don't agree with at all.
There you go. As I said, as
like
you said, absolutely like them. Yep, there you go.
He's right there. Punisher and then the Creeper.
I'm glad you guys are also enjoying the way we're doing that now. So it's funny. It's good. I like it. There you go.
Yeah.
Gives you something to hunt when you're out there, guys.
Just some fun books to keep an eye out for. You want to keep up on actually reading comics and what's going on in the comics. These are some things that'll spotlight some of those characters that are in those books that, whether they be good or bad.
Yeah, you got stabbed.
They're out there.
All right.
All right, so we got our final segment. We're going to run our tier list. Let me run.
I really think we need to do more cosplays of the Creeper.
You want
red boas, yellow dudes running around with red boas on it?
Who needs to do more cosplays of the Creeper?
I'm too fat to be the Creeper because he's got a 12-pack. Like, I'm too old.
Well, I can't do it either. I can't pull that shit off.
Yeah, no. I can play that.
Put it out to the community.
That chubby Wolverine that was in that book with the hair like this. I could do that.
I could do, that's me. That is me. That chubby Wolverine. That's me. That's me right there. I got old man Wolverine, dude. All right.
Oh shit. All right. Anyway, let me run the thing.
Yeah. Before we get into that, the old man, even if you're not a fan of Wolverine, that old man Logan story was really like with the inbred Hulk thing. Like it's really good. It is
old man Logan was good.
And so old man Hawkeye, I think, is very underrated. If you like the Mad Max style stuff, it's a little bit different. I think the two styles are different, and I really enjoy those two. So if you do need a recommendation to read, there's that. If you do like just weird off stuff, there is a Creeper series that's not in Showcase. And some of the covers are fucking horrible.
Oh, the one from like the 90s?
Yeah. Well, there's the 2001 ones or whatever.
Oh, was that?
But there's two. So like, I mean, go out there and get like Beware the Creeper. Go out and get it, and then it's a little bit fun. So
speaking of fun, who else remembers Transformers?
Oh, Gen 1 Transformers, baby.
They're the best.
This is like when I'd go over to all my friends' house that had these, and then I'd sit over there and they'd be like, "Don't you have to go home for lunch?" I'm like, "Nope, I cannot eat. I'd rather play Transformers."
I'll admit I had these.
Yeah, you were a spoiled little shit.
I was. Right. I freely admit it. I was a spoiled little kid.
I had a few of these. My cousin had a lot of them. But I had a few here and there, but
they're all gone now, if that makes you feel better.
No.
My spoiled ass said,
sad.
Dad, go ahead, get rid of them.
I still have the couple that I still have, like to this day. Actually, one part just broke off of one of them, and my son's like, "Can you just get?" Like, boy, that's not cheap. It's all right though.
Yeah, parts aren't cheap.
All right, so they don't make this as a pistol anymore, but you get Megatron. Is that what he looked like as the
That's
toy?
what he looked like when he made him a robot. It looked goofy as shit.
Because I just remember my cousin. So I have cousins who are their parents were doctors, and they've all become doctors, and they had all this shit, dude. And I just remember us using the gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh shit! That's what that piece is. That's what that piece is up on the top by the scope. Okay. Because it's
you're putting it all together now.
Now random, you get random pieces sometimes when you buy shit. Yeah. That's what that is. It's a piece of this gun. Yeah. This is amazing, by the way. Did the trigger pull on this or no?
I believe so. It didn't do anything. I think.
Yeah, it didn't click or anything. It just moved.
It didn't click.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it might have clicked, but not like a loud click. Just it happened to click.
I mean, this is the one that you wanted, right? You needed this and Optimus, obviously. This is S tier. They obviously don't make it anymore.
This would pinch you too at times if you didn't like the legs. You pop
hey,
what's up, Matthew?
Well, it does kind of suck then, I guess. I don't know.
What remember, they're all packed in that styrofoam, and you had to get them out of there, and then pieces would go everywhere.
Yeah, the little styrofoam. Yeah. So they actually remade this a couple times. Like I remember.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like around the late 90s, 2000, early 2000s when the last time there was a Japanese import of this. I remember my cousin picked this up like at a Chicago show or something.
Yeah, but you can't have it anymore.
There's no way. Then they started doing them with the orange tips on them and stuff like that.
Yeah. But there's also a way that you can, when he's transformed, that the barrel of the weapon could be in an inappropriate place.
Right. Exactly.
There is that.
What?
Yeah, if you turn the barrel around.
The one that's over his shoulder, there's a way you can have him transform.
You make it
where it's
make his
elsewhere.
penis? Make his penis? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I didn't know he's a bull rider.
Anything that you can say about it, whatever, it's still S tier. Like there's no, I don't think.
Yeah, the robots
there's
suck.
no reason that it's not S tier.
Is it maybe A tier because the robots suck so bad?
That's why I was leaning. Actually, I figured I would be yelled at for saying A, but
no, I mean some of these people are saying it's shit.
Suck.
Some of the people are saying it's shit. They're not giving it a grade. They're saying it's shit.
Yeah, the robot
says S.
sucked. Like he really did. Like he doesn't look like a match for Optimus. He looks dumb as hell as a robot.
I think you're right. I think we gotta give it A.
It was all metal.
Yeah,
which is cool that it was metal, but it was not. Well, look how skinny his legs are.
Yeah, it's fucked.
He looks like Zatanna, J. Scott Campbell's Zatanna statue.
Valid point. All right, put him in A. If you guys want to argue us out of A, get us out of A. But
only because we're starting off strong here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised we went with this. Like,
I didn't make the list like this. He did. All right, here it is. This is S tier.
This is how they were listed on that Unicron site that was on. There's a lot of great Transformer websites out there. You can get a lot of great information and pictures.
Yeah.
Just saying that, putting that out there. But
this is the one where if you got into this is the guy you want to play with. This is the one where you're like,
yeah, he was,
as somebody who didn't own it, you're like, hey man, I'm going over to my friend's house just to open up Optimus, just to have the cart, just to, this was the one. This was it. Well, there's one other one a couple other ones I love, but this is S tier as far as S tier goes.
Yeah. No, this was a great toy. Even with that dumbass 6-wheeled car that was just
roller
unnecessary.
Yeah.
You would lose a
problem with the roller.
I lost his hand. I'm not gonna lie. I lost one of his hands because it's just hard to keep those things together.
Here it comes. Yep, 80s. Yep, here it comes. The S tier. Everybody's giving it the S tier. We don't even have to talk about.
Well, this one I'm not gonna argue. The Optimus was badass. You look at him as a robot, badass. He's a truck. Looks like a truck.
This is the one. Yeah, this is the one I love the most.
Me too, and that's why I said between Megatron and Soundwave.
This is the one what I asked for Christmas wasn't any of these, but this one, and I never got it. This is my favorite one. This is who I love the best. Soundwave and Buzzsaw. I thought the cassette thing was kind of cool. My cousins didn't have this. I thought that the guns fire was kind of cool. I thought that the cassette tape was everything, including cassette tape, and you could put it in. I like just when I got to play with Buzzsaw. I thought that was cool as shit. He transformed really cool. It was easy to transform him. Yeah, absolutely. S plus tier. This is probably the best of them.
It was because again, Optimus, you'd lose his hands because you had to take them off to make him a truck. Soundwave, his hands were there. You didn't lose pieces.
He's the best of them all.
This is you might have lost a rocket, or something like that, or one of those dumb little I don't know what they were, like air vent gun blasters they put on the Buzzsaw.
Yeah,
but he was.
But they gave you an extra rocket too. How about that?
Yeah, like how his weapons were the batteries. I thought that was great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this was one I never had when I was little, but when I got older, I bought I think it was a reissue of it.
I want the reissue. I try to find the reissue of this. I can't get a good one.
No, this is 40 years later. I didn't even think about the things being the batteries.
Yeah, those are the batteries.
Kind of cool.
I've never thought about that. Then I look at it like, oh shit, they are the battery.
All right, well, that is S tiered. We have S tiered that one up.
Like that got nothing but S tier.
I got him on my damn shirt.
There's some good ones later on too. So I'm gonna.
He's on my glass.
Love him.
Yeah, here we go. These are more the ones that I would be given. The shit ones. Like,
all right, now we got to get to these are the little guys. These are the little guys.
Yeah, the little ones.
Some of these were rough. I mean,
this one sucks.
I never had this one, but yeah, this one.
I didn't have this one either. I'm just saying this style. Brawn sucks.
Yeah.
Who wants Brawn? I would say if you don't get it, it's somebody who only would get these tiny ones.
This is not the one you want.
Yeah, this is F.
However, if you watch the show,
that far, I think Matthew's fine. I mean, well, maybe Cosmic is
D. I think Cosmic's more on it. Go ahead.
If you watch the show, you know, like so. Well, first of all, when I played Transformers, like it was always like a draft. So like whatever Transformers we had, we always picked whichever ones one at a time, and then you.
Hey, don't knock
like,
GoBots.
That was your team, right? So, so basically, this guy got a lot of push after they on the show they said he was, or somewhere they said he was the second strongest Transformer after Optimus Prime.
Yeah, this guy.
So then all of a sudden
he
got a lot of. I'm just telling you, like as a character, that's what happened. And
look at this thing.
That was I never had it. I never liked him, but that's just what. That was
okay. We're putting it in D. People are calling it Go.
Lay down. You lay down. He's a god.
Hey, stop crushing GoBots. By the way, too. Some of us people who couldn't get anything else got GoBots. All right. All right. Put this in D.
Cycle.
Now the next one, my dad was would do the. For those people that didn't know, back in the 80s, if you worked at Ford, they would do 3 on, 3 off in Japan a lot. So I have this one, but I have the Japanese version of this one.
These are also, if you go back to the day, they're confusing. They mix up some of the
colors,
colorways of some of these. And
there's a red Bumblebee and a yellow.
Well, no, there's a red
number and it. What is Bumblebee like?
Yeah, they've definitely mixed those up. The red Bumblebee was pretty hard to get.
Yes,
for a long time. Like it was. I mean, it still probably is. The red Bumblebee without the color changer thing on it. I forget what that's called.
Yeah, don't you love how?
Thank you, Matthew.
They also made him a Camaro. Like, well, no, we can't have.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to give him the B, I guess, because of who he is.
The weird thing is the Michael Bay movies made him more important than he kind of was.
No, he was
chaperoned Spike and his dad around.
Yeah, well, he was the friend of the humans.
Yeah, he always did that.
I'm not sure
if you put a penny in the back of it when you wound it back, it would do a wheelie.
That also, pretty cool.
I don't think that's true.
Little thing.
Yeah, it is. It is true. Dub. If you wound them backwards and you put a coin in the back of him, his front tires would go up in the back.
It would weight him back, and he would
off. I think it was a dime. I don't think it was a penguin, but pen.
I remember penny racers, but I don't remember what you're saying.
It might have been a later version of him.
I think maybe B or C is right. B feels right.
I got a couple B right. Honestly, though, for Bumblebee, he is
now Cliff Jumper.
Bootleg
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's
flashier. He had a spoiler.
Yeah, but the head of Bumble. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, Cliff Jumper was never as prominent. I mean, if we're talking about just the toys, it's the same thing, but very similar. I mean,
I think it's C. I think
he goes below Bumblebee.
But look at the difference between this and Brawn. At least as a toy, like there were legs.
Yeah, but Brawn's D. But Brawn
was shit. Like
Brawn was
him. Like what is?
Brawn was shit, but I think this is C because it's not Bumblebee. If it's Bumblebee,
I will give you that. I will give you that. C is fine by me. I will agree with that.
Yep, I'll put him in C.
All right, next up.
Fucking gears.
I
don't even know what kind of vehicle this is supposed to be. What's in the back? What's in the back of this thing? Is it a pickup truck with?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a pickup truck. Maybe?
What are the red? What's the red? What's back there?
I don't even remember this guy.
Exactly. I only know him from the toys. I don't remember him. I mean, I'm sure he was in the show, but I don't remember him being in the show.
I don't remember this guy at all. And I think Joe had a good point. You take a sticker off this fucker and you're like, this is either a GoBot or it's a fucking bootleg.
Well, no, but still, this was still a good transformed. Look, he's separated. Like you see arms, you see legs.
Yeah,
you can move his arms. So this was actually a solid.
But his face, though, his face was
transformed,
scraping on the ground every time he drove around.
Yeah, there's
as a vehicle. Really, I don't know what it is.
It looks like a windshield.
It looks like Toe Mater.
Yeah,
he's got to go with Brawn.
He's got to go with Brawn.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a couple C's, but
oh really?
Oh, Casey Case voiced them. Voice 2.
Kasem voiced Cliff Jumper.
Cliff Jumper. Okay. B. He's like
dang,
B.
Frankie's all about gears.
Frankie, you're loving gears.
We got
But
a
he
D.
said
I could move him
D
to C,
tier
that's what
next
I'm
to
feeling.
Braun, and then
I
he
think
said
he's better than Braun.
All right, put him in C.
Just
Okay.
because of the robot's much better than Braun.
Yeah, but this one's then you're gonna see that about this fucking piece of shit too.
Oh no, this one's rough. The hands were weird. They weren't really arms. They were
Arms. Huffer.
just.
We know what happened. This is the guy you'd always find him behind the party stores with a can of paint. Huffer.
Yeah, he's the
Although-
same vehicle Optimus, yet he was tiny.
Yes, he pulled Optimus' trailer one time in one of the episodes.
This is how BK was born.
It made no sense.
It made no sense.
Joe's right though. Gears did have the cheap face. He had the weird GoBot head.
Yeah,
Well,
cheap
even
face.
Huffer does. He doesn't even really have a face. He's just, I don't know, silver mouth cover plate guy.
It's a faceplate.
I put Huffer in D. Those smokestack arms sucked.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You have
They
this
were
guy?
awkward. They weren't really
You have
arms.
this guy?
Like,
Yes.
what's he doing?
Did he not have? Did he not have any of these? Jesus! All
He's
right,
like, what are these arms?
put
They're
him in
just like
D.
I had all these little. I had most of the little ones. Those were cheap.
D. D.
Yeah, we only
there
got
a
one or two more
tugboat?
little
I don't-
guys.
All right.
Wind Charger was kind of a cool little guy. He did look like a GoBot though.
This is the one that you could wind up though and go right.
No, I don't
I don't
remember
think
that
he
with
wound
any of these.
But he was like a little Mazda.
He looked cool as a car, but as his, I mean, he suffers from his arms were doors.
His
Or, like,
arms
part
were
of the
weird,
hood.
but you could move his arms. Like
Yeah.
he actually had, you had some
Because
playability.
it's the joint in, joint out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can move his arms. Like Huffer's arms were weird because they were the smokestacks and they were constantly in that weird bend.
Oh, Frankie B for him. I don't think so. Well, we might have to move Cliff Jumper up to B because people were re-voting on that. But this guy is going to be in between the C and the B area. I think C is good for him.
I'm
I
good
think
with
C
C for.
I'm good with C and moving Cliff Jumper to B with Bumblebee.
That's fine.
All right, that's right.
Cool. All right, I think we're on the same page. He could be a B. I did like him, but
Yeah. Whoa.
his robot head. Was
Whoa,
kinda-
he's moving up to
Uh-oh.
B.
Wind Charger's getting some votes.
It looks like a lot of people had Wind
I had a
Charger
lot
when
of
there was a kid.
Cosmic,
There's literally
alright.
nostalgia. I got
Wind
this as a
Charger was
Christmas
kind of
gift.
cool.
I think I still have my Wind Charger.
Put him up in the B. He moved up.
I got him. He's there with Cliff Jumper.
Okay.
Here we go. Cassette
Love 'em.
tapes. I love
Yes,
them too.
yes, Joe. 100% agree.
These I love. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to bring these up because I knew probably they were going to be later. But Frenzy and Laserbeak, I mean, if you had rich,
Hard to
spoiled
judge which
cousins,
one you like better.
they would have these. They'd have it all. So super cool. Awesome. I mean, the only thing I'd say is maybe they're only A tier because without Soundwave, they would
Yeah.
probably be pretty dumb.
Yes, I will agree with that. A. Very, very strong A's, but
Wow, Matthew's hating on it.
you don't like
Must have
Frenzy?
got
these
Laser?
in
Are
line.
you trying to lean more towards Rumble and Ravage? Maybe
is
that's what
Rumble
Matthew's
Ravage
going
later
with.
in here?
Rumble and Ravage were definitely higher than Frenzy and Laserbeak. Laserbeak was
I
cool.
think they're
We
the
got a bunch of
same.
A's. I think they're the same. A bunch of A's. Yeah.
Laserbeak.
A's.
I know Laserbeak is undercut by Buzzbeak or whatever the hell his name was.
Buzzsaw,
but,
yeah.
Buzzsaw. Like Laserbeak was cooler, but he came separately.
Yeah. All right, give him an A. We got the A's on them.
Dang, yeah, I got all
You
A's.
got the A's.
Speaking of Ravage and Rumble.
See, these guys were cooler than the other two, but I mean, they're not
I don't
higher
know. I
than
kind
A.
of like Frenzy better than Rumble. I like the blue guy better than
Oh,
the black
really?
and red guy.
Because I like Rumble better than I like Ravage, which I like.
Yeah.
I mean, the toy. I like Ravage in the cartoon better. The toy was not that great on Ravage. It felt
Oh,
like
the
a
toy.
McDonald's
I like the Ravage toy. The Panther or whatever he was.
Yeah, I think the Rumble was a lot.
I believe
better
it was a
toy.
Jaguar.
Whatever it was.
Jaguar. Thank you very
The
much.
legs moved. The legs Granted, you couldn't really like stand them up
Yeah,
really well, but
They're saying A again here. They're saying A again, you boys.
A.
I loved Ravage. I
Hey.
thought Ravage was badass. Plus, he was unique. Rumble and Frenzy, mirror images. Buzzsaw and Laserbeak, they had, they were duplicates. Ravage, all by himself.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way he doesn't get an A. I just feel like the other ones were high, but I don't
gotta
care.
be an A.
Yeah, nobody gave it less than an A in the chat. Everybody said A.
I think we're, Repair Tech.
Yeah.
Kim's there. Joe's in there too. I think it's a strong A. Frankie from before. Even Cosmic, Matthew, everybody's on board. I think we're good here with the A.
Yep, right with that.
All right, Marco dipped out for a second, so I will take the con. And here we go with the more premium style cars. First one being Blue Streak, who didn't really have a lot of blue on him.
Nope, I never had this one. Although in the picture he was always blue, but he's not blue.
Yeah,
as the figure.
He didn't come out blue. This was I felt like this was one of the leftovers that were from the original Japanese run. They're like, well, we got it. Let's just use the model and just sell it.
Yeah,
we'll make him a Transformer. What do you want to call him? I don't know. What's that Martin Lawrence movie everybody likes? Blue Streak. That I know that is no way true. So.
Yeah,
but yeah, Blue Streak kind of sucked. I will admit this.
I never had it, never wanted it.
As a car, it looks like a cheap wannabe sports car. It's not a real sports car. It just wants to be cool. And then as a robot, there's a lot of weird things going on there. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But for this, it is a Mazda, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Frankie. Those cassettes put on Rumble did a lot of work in there. So did Ravage and Laserbeak. The other two, I don't know.
Hell yeah, they were like the spies.
Yeah, we got C's. Blue Streak's got nothing but C's.
Yeah, I think that's even being generous. I really did not like Blue Streak, but
I was not a fan.
Even transformed, he looks a lot like a GoBot. He does. He has that GoBotish.
Well, I think he was one of the original models from before they actually had a cartoon property.
All right.
And several of these were. Hey, we make Mazdas. Let's make one of them. Make a Mazda.
Hound.
The movie did not treat him well. The movie made him stupid. Cartoon Hound was important.
Hound was. He was. He was espionage. He had like the hologram thing, and he scared Devastator.
He's not that bad. I mean, as a Jeep, it's a little not as cool. As a robot, he wasn't terrible. You look like a robot.
Badass Jeep.
Yeah, so far we got a C and a B.
Hound is a C. I feel like Blue Streak should have been a D with Huffer and Braun, but
no, you're getting B's.
Get a lot of B's. People, I think, remember him for the cartoon.
Yeah.
No,
that's fair enough.
Right.
Ironhide.
Here it is. Ironhide. Ironhide.
Remember this. Yes, he had an important role on the cartoons. But what you guys are voting for is a goddamn minivan.
And he had a sled. Like, this made no sense.
Yeah, it was just a weird extra. What's this extra bit? We didn't have a place to make a robot out of him, so it's
and like he has no. It was a sticker for a face.
Yeah, he didn't even have a head. It's just like
he was odd. He was odd.
Yeah, I didn't like this one at all.
C.
I did not like Ironhide.
USA.
C is giving it a lot.
Yeah, when you were out in the playground, you have a lot of arguments over who was going to beat Ironhide when you guys played Transformers.
No, who? What? Nobody.
Anybody want to be Ironhide? I'm sorry, Nissan minivan. I'm sorry, Kim.
Yeah. D. There's a bunch of C's. There's a D's. It's toss up. C or D. Yep, that's what we're trying to decide.
Two C's, a D, a D, two C's, two D's.
Let's see who's in C. Let's see who's in C. Hold on. Let's see who's in C.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
The face was awful.
It's got to be C. He's not as bad as D. He put him in.
He is. Like
he is though.
The actual toy. The toy sucked.
Not.
Did you want?
I'd rather have Huffer than this guy.
You know, I was going to say, did you really want to play with a van? And then you make him a robot. Did you really want to play with that? No.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a head.
I don't know.
Oh, Frankie says B. He
Get him in
decided.
C.
That's it. Now it's C. Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Frankie.
I don't know.
Frankie
I
saved
don't know.
Ironhide.
You're
Matthew,
being
I don't know if
cartoon
Kim's
generous.
at her.
He was important in the cartoon. I will give you that. He was one of the many number 2s that Optimus had.
Number 1. Iota, you're taking number 2.
Cool.
Jazz is A, right?
Yeah.
Jazz, yeah.
I mean, the toy for sure.
Yeah, the toy. I mean,
shooting. He got multiple shooting rockets. He transformed decently. He had the hands.
Porsche.
Had the spoilers.
Yeah, as a robot, he looks like a robot. It feels. It was.
Hey,
yeah, Jazz is
solid
A.
A.
A all day.
Yeah, yo A. Yep, got it.
All A's.
All A's.
Now they merged him in the movie, the most recent movie, with Mirage.
Which is who's up next.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the problem, F1's not as fun.
F1s are cool though back then.
Yeah, but this one is like the way this is built, it's bulky, and then you make him a robot. He still looks like he's a car.
Yeah, but
like
he's got three rockets on him too, which is fun. He's actually the same setup as Jazz, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, but Jazz looks like a robot. He looks different. This is a robot. It looks like it's just the car. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know. When I was little, I thought Mirage was cooler than Jazz.
Yeah, Mirage is kind of cool, dude. I think Mirage is A2.
Is he? I was more of a B. But
B, all right. A's and B's.
for me, he's just a B. I like Jazz. I prefer Jazz.
All right. Well, there's a
got
bunch of
2
A's. I
A's
got
and
an
a B
A2.
so
I put it A's too, and so does Jim. Let's put him in A.
Yeah, I put it in A as well.
Right.
And then we get the police car version of this.
This
You
is
just
Blue
get-
Streak. That's
This
Blue
is
Streak and
Prowl,
that's a police car.
Yeah, it's Prowl, who's just Jazz.
Yeah, he is Blue Streak. They didn't
Yeah,
even bother trying to change it.
Is he?
Look at the stickers.
I go back a couple. Yeah, look at them.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at the stickers in the groin area.
Oh, it's the completely same setup.
Even the T window.
Yeah, they did that with a lot of
Holy
them.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's the
Like-
same.
Sunstreaker and
Same
Sideswiper are the same. There's a couple of them that are like that.
No.
They like
Sunstreaker
Prowl?
had those weird. Sunstreaker had extra bits on him though that made him different to me than
Well, they only put
Sideswipe.
lights on here for the extra bits.
Yeah.
As you say.
So I like Sideswipe, but Sunstreaker looked weird because they added like I don't know, what is this? You're putting some sort of rockets on him. He doesn't look like a real car now. Now he looks like some jacked up Hot Wheels.
Matthew loves Prowl, but there's a buddy of mine that really loves Prowl, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think B's okay for him.
I think B is fine. I think Prowl is much better than Blue Streak.
Frankie
guys
throwing the
call them
curveball.
names.
Yeah. I don't know. I put Prowl down.
I'm as a
low
B
on
for Prowl.
I'm throwing him in C.
B, yeah, I suck him. Yeah. Okay, put him in B.
They were different, and I
Put him
had a
B.
preference.
Ugh.
Ratchet was just a repainted
The
Ironhide.
minivan iron, yeah.
With sirens, yeah. Same thing.
You would put a red cross on him. Whoopity doo.
I think it's
What
better.
we
It's
do,
not a
Milo?
minivan anymore. Now it's an ambulance.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
like the minivan, so
Well,
Yeah, I
it's
did
not a
not care.
minivan though. It's an ambulance now.
still don't like it.
What's the red thing that's lying on the thing? It looks like the cover to your super glue. I don't even know where it goes. Look.
I mean, they have missiles that shoot out of the chest plate, which is kind
Yeah,
of.
but where's the red thing go? Is that his wiener? What is that? Also, the missile looks like look, he's standing. It's like the
dick missile, yeah.
gunner.
D, C, D, D.
Worst looking Ironside. Okay, I didn't think so, but all right.
No, Ironhide was better than Ratchet.
Ironhide. C. Again,
C?
it's a CD off.
Well, same
Well,
difference,
put in
really.
D because you guys got in D. I got in C. It's pretty much down the line. One more D.
Yeah,
Put him in
that's
D.
fine.
Put him in D.
I like Sideswipe.
Because he's a Lambo. Was he a Lambo?
Because he's a Lambo.
Yeah.
And he looked like a Lambo.
Pete is getting excited for a Transformer weenie. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
A is because he's kind of just a reject. All right.
Yeah, I'm not S tiering him or anything like that. He's still an A. Like he's just an A.
I can live with that.
But I did like Sideswipe.
I can live with it.
And to be fair, there was the ambulance version of when they released later. I can't remember what his name was. I actually like that one better when they repainted him white.
Lambo. B still kind of.
You got a couple of B's.
I can't argue with them if they're saying B's either.
Yeah, I'm with more.
There's
of a
only
B.
2 B's and there's 2 A's in my A.
Well, then me and Dub are B's, so this
I'm
is
a B as well.
B.
Yeah.
Why are you 2 B? Come on, somebody help me out.
Red alert.
Red alert. Thank you, Matthew. That's who I was thinking of.
Well, Kim got it too. All right, put it in the B's.
You guys suck.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like a Lambo anymore. This looks like a weird, again, Rocket Hot Wheels. And look at him as a robot. Look at his head.
B.
No, this guy's C. He's not the same level as Sideswipe. Sunstreaker was lesser than.
Hey, Matthew said A. I said B.
I'm sorry, Matthew. Sideswipe was better than Sunstreaker.
I don't know. People are voting against you here, Pete. The tide has turned, my friend. B.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tony. I think it's a C as well.
Look, what did they add these things on his shoulders so he has shoulders. Otherwise, he'd look even stupider if he didn't have those there.
I think it looks cool. B.
His arms are too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one arm shot off. That's because both arms could shoot missiles off of him. So you need something to.
So is he a Shogun warrior or is he a Transformer?
Yeah. He's kind of like that. He's the combo of the two. I thought that's what's cool about him.
Now, plus he was yellow.
Oh, Pete, bro. You see this? You see
Anyone
his engines?
paints
Yeah, his
car
engines
that
are
color
dope.
want to have their ass removed. Yeah, that's his head.
Yellow Lambo in his book. Yeah, yellow Lambos are hotter than red Lambos.
Now, if Sideswipe was yellow, cool. But this
They got him B. Put him in B. We got him in B.
Oh, you guys, it's not the same.
Oof. This is like the truck with the cab on the back,
like the extended cab. Like you can stand up in the bed.
Yeah. You could stay here.
There's extra room.
You cut out a hole. You could put an air conditioner in there.
And what's on top of his head? Why'd you add that bit? That didn't need to be there.
That's light, so he could see in the dark.
Oh, dude, he's got he missed leg day.
Did he? Or does he just have hood belly? Like
I don't know. No, because his arms are bigger than his legs.
Oh dang, Matthew's curve is high on these.
Oh, but that's where those pieces go to? Those little dual things? That's what that's from. Okay.
What are those things? What are you talking about?
The things that shoot out of his arms. See those ones that've got the doubles? I have the
Where do they
I
go?
have packs of random things. I don't know where they go exactly, but
I think they go under his forearms.
Oh, okay.
I think they might go under his forearms.
I'm just saying I have one in the random toy thing or whatever. I'm buying random stuff.
That's his shield protector.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I never had this one. I didn't care.
What did they give in this one? This one's fucked.
It's all over. I saw a D. I see a B. I see so 80s. You need a mullet and a bush beard to ride in this thing.
Okay, put in C then. I guess put in C. It's weird. I don't like it, but put in C. Wheeljack, huh?
Yeah, I didn't like Wheeljack because the way his
pain in the ass put together too.
Yeah, because you added extra stuff to make it look cool, but it kind of didn't.
Yeah, and then his ears lit up when he talked.
Cool character, but not cool here.
And was he sponsored by 7-Eleven?
Oh, Italiano. Don't you see it? He's the...
No, I see 7-Eleven.
Oh, no, that's an A. What the fuck?
A?
What?
B? Even you guys would be generous with B.
No. I'm saying what it says.
I think Wheeljack He's better than the
Is he
other C.
sponsored by
it's a
somebody?
C.
El Italiano. No, they're
Yeah,
giving it B's.
7-Eleven.
I think it's C, but not 7-Eleven, dude. They're giving it. You got to go with the people. What do the people say? B's? B's?
It's mostly B's and a C.
Oof. I would disagree, but you got to put them where
I
you
would
gonna put
disagree
them.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be more C.
Yeah.
but
So Sunstreaker, is he the same as Sunstreaker?
he is.
Okay. So he looks more like.
Where's Sunstreaker?
Sunstreaker's also a B with Sideswipe and Prowl and Hound, Windcharger, Cliffjumper, and Bumblebee.
Yeah, but where did we have Sidestreaker?
Sunstreaker was
Used after Sideswipe.
After Sideswipe.
Did you delete him?
No, I'm trying to find him.
He's right here. He's 20.
Here you go. No, he's different.
Yeah, he looks different.
He's different.
Not much.
All right, next up.
We get to the Jets.
Is it? This is the problem. This is like one? He is like one of my favorite ones, but he's not the one that is the favorite that I have that I like.
See, here's the.
Huh.
I mean, of these three, and we all know there's three.
Yeah, let's go three. Let's just show them.
Yeah, you might as well show them all. Starscream was a character everybody knows, but
also it had the better detail.
The other two looked cooler. Like the black and purple, and then the blue jet were cooler than the.
Yeah, but look at the when you
one.
actually look at it, look at his face details and everything else. It does stand out. I mean, somebody put the stickers on like shit, but I don't know, bro. I think that's the worst.
I preferred the other two.
I think these two are the better of the two. This is the worst.
You didn't like.
All right, let's go with. We're going with Skywarp. A tier, Skywarp A.
I'm A or B on Skywarp. Probably A on Skywarp. Yeah, I'll give him an A. I like him better than Thundercracker.
Maybe slightly, yeah. But once again, the hands were always weird. You had to.
Yeah, they always
separate, otherwise you can't lose them.
Skywarp
Yeah,
A, favorite jet, A tier.
Yeah, I think
really
everybody.
the same size as the other ones. Yeah.
Yep. All right, put him in A. Now, here's where I'll say S tier.
S tier
argument because nobody goes and wants to play against Skywarp. They want to beat up Starscream. They really do.
He was a great.
Why
heel.
don't you be Starscream? I mean, dude, people want that's when you grabbed it. If you didn't have Megatron, you were fighting against Starscream at all times. You were trying to, and if you actually had Skywarp, you were probably saying it was Starscream because you're just like, yeah, it's Starscream with a paint job. Yeah, So I think you have to go S tier on them. You just have to.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody in the chat so far. It's all S tier. Thank you. Starscream is by far.
Pete doesn't want to.
Oh no, I'm just saying he would just as far as the
exactly.
toy goes,
yeah,
he wasn't as good. But
yeah, he was. He's what you want him to be
in the cartoon. What do you mean? What I want him to be?
Yeah, I mean in the toy.
Oh, you just liked them because the black.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. As a toy, when you're a kid, the gray was bland. It was. It just was bland.
I don't know. You wanted this one though. You wanted Starscream more than you wanted.
Well, again, I was spoiled. I had all three of them, so it didn't matter.
Well, yeah. Okay, for the people that want just spoiled ass kids, this is the one you wanted.
So that's the angle I'm coming at this from the spoiled ass kid.
Put it in the S tier. Anyway. And then here's the last one. Now, I'd actually argue this is B tier.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Seekers are all collectively known as the Seekers. They're all up ranked high, but he's the
B of it. It's S-A-B.
Exactly.
S-A-B.
Yep. Yeah. I agree with that.
All right. I'm not going to argue that too much. I would put him in the same place.
We'll see what they say. Yeah, B. Looks like we got some Bs.
A, B.
Yeah. That's fine.
Got a B for me and Marco, so that's 3 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Repair tech's on board with you guys.
Yep. SAB.
Matthew's also with you.
Yep. Sab. B. There's Kim.
Kim agrees as well.
All right, we got him. He's there.
Not that
we have
Kim is a he.
No trash.
Really?
No trash. Couple
That's
of
all of
Ds.
them.
That's all of them. That's
Oh
everybody.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, we
wave
started
one.
off slow,
Not
but then
all
we got some of
25 of wave one.
See, I mean, there's a couple that I was trying to push into trash, and I kind of would have argued like early on. But I mean, I get it. Nostalgia. People like any type of
Yeah,
Transformer.
I mean,
They're
nostalgia
very
makes it
expensive.
hard to push people to
This
push
is a
some of
good
these in the
list.
trash.
Yeah. I don't know. Those seem pretty trashy, though.
Well, you wait until, because again, don't forget when we got these, this was new. This was revolutionary. This was something new.
Be right back.
When we get these same figures that are reworked versions of some of these shittier ones in wave 2, they're gonna be trash.
Yeah, when you got the repaints and the
I got a repainted Brawn. You ain't getting that benefit of the doubt.
repainted gears.
Exactly.
There was lots of repaints
pushed down.
I think even Huffer got repainted as blue.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah. Some of the jets they did pretty good with, like Ramjet, and they've changed the wings and stuff. So Dirge,
the maroon, Ramjet was the maroon one. I think.
with the, like he had the
they add the
fans on the wings.
little,
they changed the wings and they did
the missiles or whatever on the wings.
Dirge, Ramjet, and I can't remember the third one's name. But they had 3 more Seekers. Yeah, I definitely like had some of the little ones, and I had played with some of these for sure. But Prime, yeah. So who's our A tier?
Oh, our A tier. Our A tier. Well, we want to go S. S was Optimus, Soundwave, and Starscream.
Yep, that's 100%.
A was still strong with Megatron, both sets of cassette tapes, Frenzy, Laserbeak, Ravage, and Rumble, Jazz, Mirage, and Skywarp.
Okay.
I think it's just strong. S and A.
Still strong, yeah. I personally don't agree with the Jazz, but that's fine. I know a lot of people like him.
Yeah, I think Jazz
that's cool.
Good.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
That's
B,
a personal preference.
We got Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, Wind Charger, Hound, Prowl, Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Wheeljack, and Thundercracker. It was a crowded field in B.
That's a solid. Yeah, that's a lot of B list right there.
A lot of just over average, because that's what we're looking at. You look at this list, B and C. That's the break point of over and under the average.
Yeah, above average, like Mike Sanders.
Yeah. And then we got Gears, Blue Streak, Ironhide, and Trailbreaker and C. And then on lonely D's of Brawn, Huffer, and Ratchet.
I'm surprised Ironhide got C, but that's, again, personal opinion.
It just wasn't a fun robot.
Yeah, I didn't like
or
those.
vehicle.
I never had those. I didn't care. Didn't care for those.
But with that said, do you got any after hour stories you want to tell? Or are we wrapping it up nice and early?
We can't hear a word you just said.
Or you
do you see the Fantasticon list? Toledo's having their con.
No, I did not. Oh my God. Oh, I know you told me about one of the people on there.
Yeah.
I looked at it. Wait,
it is not looking good, man.
Hold on. He's got to do the thing, or I can do it.
Oh yeah, you can pull this. Oh, this is the other thing that
I can bring it up if you want,
dude.
No,
I got. Go ahead. I got a story for you about 2 things in here. Well, we've all heard the story about how Sam is a hero, national treasure. But
hold on, I gotta find it.
Yeah, he can bring it up. He's bringing it up right now.
No, give me 1 second.
I see.
Sorry, didn't
it's changing pictures as we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who this guy is. Who cares?
He's from Star Trek.
He's from Alien.
Oh yeah,
that you can go down. If you go down, you can see the list. Hey,
yeah, we got Chip, baby. Oh,
that's my boy. This is one of the best human beings in the world. He's okay.
Darren McCarty, huh?
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff.
He does.
It shows.
Go down. If you scroll down, they actually show the list.
Bad, baby.
There. What?
You know,
I'm doing lines from the one dude from Aliens.
Okay, scroll down.
Where do you want me to go?
Watch. Upcoming. Here he goes. So here it is. We get Eric Estrada.
Oh, Michael Bean postponed.
Yeah.
So his wife.
Somebody from who's that?
Jennifer Blank.
Who's that going?
Who's the? You're echoing.
Am I
Guy
echoing?
who does Flash, Scott. I see.
Oh yeah, Scott Collins.
It's always weak. It's so weak. So weak.
Dirk
These
Manning
are rough. Yeah, Dirk Manning's always.
Yeah, but were you expecting this list to be?
No, I got a story though. Keep going.
Okay.
Daniel Scott. Dang.
Oh, Audra Olivia. I know her.
How do you know her?
She is Cody's wife. Cody from CBCS. Well, you don't like CBCS, so you wouldn't know.
I know who Cody is. That doesn't mean I don't like Cody. He's a nice guy. Okay. All right. So go to attractions. This is why I'll never do these shows. Because this person does more than one show.
Black Swamp.
We at one point stay there. We at one point had a table, and he'd want you to do you'd have to link up shows. So you have to do Toledo. If you want Toledo, he wanted to fill up his Port Huron show. For those people that don't know about Port Huron has got a bridge that connects to Canada. It is south of Canada, and it has a bridge that connects, if you go north, to Canada. Actually, at that point, I think it's east to west. Well, it doesn't fucking matter. But it's a drive. It's like an hour and a half from where I am, me and B. Smith. You hear a lot of stories. When you want to hear a lot of stories of things going wrong in comics, usually we start off with, well, this time me and B. Smith went someplace. So B. Smith's like, hey man, can you come up there? We'll just do this table. We'll go, because COVID hit and we thought we were going to be able to get out of this, but he had said like, no, they still had mask mandates, but they're like, you can actually have people in the building. So it's a go. And we're like, but like the border's closed, like nobody's coming, like there's nobody going out still at this point. He's like, well, if you don't go to Port Huron, you are not going to have a Toledo table.
You can't go to Toledo.
We want Toledo because Toledo was doing really good. So at least it was for buying and selling. So we're like, F it, just pack the shit up. There's no traffic, so it's not going to be a bad drive. We'll just take the hour and a half out there. So we get out there, drive out an hour and a half. B. Smith goes to log in. Oh, hey, what are you guys doing here? You told us if we didn't, we would not only not be in Toledo, but because he had originally, when he had canceled it the first time, he said you could get like your deposit forever till you felt like coming back. It wasn't like, but then he opened up a show really early and he's like, you have to be here or you lose your deposit. We're like, well, that's not what you said. You said we could use it for another show or whatever. So we drove up there, forced to drive up there. We get there and they're like, oh no, I thought you guys weren't going to do this and you were going to use your credit for Toledo. And we're like, we want to do that, but he's like, but you told us we had to come up here. Like he told us the day before, like you guys have to get up here. So we did. And then I was like, so wait, we don't have a table? And he's like, no, you guys will have a table. What he did, you see that B9 machine?
Yeah.
What he did was he put us in the area, like literally right next to it. And that B9 machine keeps saying, danger, Mr. Robinson. Some other
Danger,
bullshit.
Will Robinson, yeah.
And over on a loop, extremely loud. Nobody showed up to the fucking show. Surpriser. So it was just echoing, but it was right next to us the entire. It is obviously the worst fucking show that I have ever done. I've never packed up from. Well, no, it was the worst show I've ever done. The one in Ohio where I almost got hit by Carbo, that was the second worst. It was just a shitty situation. But this one was the absolutely god worst because the guy too, like at one point we were just begging the guy because we couldn't hear anything because it was so loud. We're like, hey, could you please just, because anybody that come to our table, they danger, Mr. And we're like, shit. So that they try to talk to you, ask you about a book, and it'd be so loud you couldn't talk to them, and they'd have to leave. Like
danger, Will Robinson.
And
danger.
It's not like there might have been 200 people to this con for like both days that it was going on, dude. Nobody came over from Canada.
So what's the best price you'll take on the danger, Will Robinson?
No, it was loud. Danger! And it just kept saying it over and over. And then people were like, wow, that's loud. And the guy was getting a kick out of it because he thought people were paying attention to his robot, not understanding they were kind of like, hey, dude, enough's enough. Like, you could see everybody that was there. We were in the back left corner. You could literally see everybody that was in this con the entire time, like knock it off. So I have extremely terrible memories in that, to the point that we were so pissed that when we came back up, he's like, "Hey, don't worry about it. We'll make you good in Toledo." We're like, "Yeah, you fucking shove it. I won't go to. I mean, I won't pay for any more of the shows, dude. I fucking just am so." It's like probably of the worst experiences I've ever had. This is number 1A. Number 2B was the Ohio show that we were at the State Farm, and they decided to run a swap meet while we were doing a comic book show, and then a lot of us just went.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's where we ran into. No,
I'm sorry. I'm only laughing because of the website. Apparently, is it's using a background that they didn't pay for.
Oh no! That doesn't surprise me at all.
It's got the fucking watermark.
Oh, bro, it was horrible, Kim. It was horrible. There was nothing we could do, and there's only I say 1A and 1B because I try to at least, even if the show's not going good, I try never to pack up before, like, even start to break stuff down at least 5 minutes before. I definitely won't pack up before that.
Burger King.
Yeah, but this show I did. Yeah, I don't know. Burger King and Jets. Tony Pacos. Do you know what Tony Pacos is?
No, but that makes sense. Like a local like food place maybe sponsoring, but Burger King.
Tony
Pacos is from MASH.
Yeah, from MASH. So Tony Pacos. Yeah, Tony Pacos is from MASH. It's famous. It's like the claim to fame of Toledo, Ohio. There's actually a
holy Toledo
bar that's there that like they kept bringing it up, and all the guys' pictures from MASH are on the wall because they used to always visit there. They make a chili. I actually didn't know that there was something called Skyline Chili. I thought all chili in Ohio was Tony Pacos chili till I found out, till my brother married somebody from Cincinnati.
So
yeah, because that's Cincinnati.
Like, no beans? Like a no beans chili?
Oh, it's a no. Yeah, it's just like a Coney Island chili.
No, they put it on spaghetti.
Yeah, but they put it on. Oh, Tony Pacos.
Oh,
no, they put it on everything.
Yeah,
that's what
bro.
Yeah,
bro. I had a corporate apartment in Perrysburg for a bunch of years, right outside Toledo, right across the Mummy. Dude, they fucking have pizza with the shit on it.
Yeah, but I know I get the spaghetti bit though. I've heard of the spaghetti thing.
No, you
like
don't.
That's their thing. Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, it's gross. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it was good. It's just their thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not.
What's
good.
the difference if you put chili mac? It's just elbow macaroni. That's not mac and cheese. It's got chili.
Quiz, are you what?
Just a pasta with chili instead of red sauce.
No. I don't think you have to. I think you have to go see. It's not mac. It's not chili mac. It's spaghetti.
I know. I'm just saying it's just a different pasta, but using the chili meat sauce base.
Yeah, that's their thing. Skyline.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same thing.
They put mustard on top of it too.
So that's how you add on to it. That's a whole other level.
No, that's how it gets served. It's like they put that, and then they put peppers in it. I think sometimes too. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, cinnamon. You're right, Joe. They do put cinnamon in that shit.
Go ahead.
Gross. Try clicking on that Tony Pacos picture there, Pete.
No, please don't.
I don't know if it goes anywhere.
Click on it.
Try clicking on any of those.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I don't know. They kind of changed size.
They're supposed to be links, but they're not.
They're not links.
Yeah, it just says image. It doesn't say there's no link there.
Yeah, there's no link. I mean, the quality of this website is definitely in line with.
I'm going to go though because Sam.
Well, I mean, because you don't even need to like pay to get the background. You just got to give him your email. You get a free version.
Well, that's probably what he did. He did. Oh no, because it's still got the stamp on it.
Yeah,
it's got the stamp.
Somebody just copied him. Yeah.
Don't do the login.
Oh my god.
I just took it from Google.
That's what they did. That doesn't surprise me. That's a shame. I really, I am going to show up to this one though. I feel really bad because Sam Jones is like. That was.
You don't want to go say hello to Eric Estrada?
I don't know Eric Estrada.
Maybe you can get to know him.
That's Ponch.
We get Ponch and Larry on here.
Ponch and John, isn't it?
Ponch and John. Yeah, Larry.
I don't know if I've told this story in a while, the Sam Jones story. I know you guys probably know it by heart.
Yep, we do.
Yeah.
Well, I do at least.
Yeah, so Sam, it was Nickel City. Did I tell that?
I don't think it was that long ago.
Oh,
yeah, I think it was last week.
Oh, yeah, cool. All right, good. So I got to tell it. Well, but everybody knows it was Carbo's the guy, right? That's why I
Yeah.
didn't tell last week.
Yep.
Yeah. There's this guy named Carbo who in New York allegedly they went to court because he stole some stuff. Not allegedly, he did go to court because of it, but allegedly he didn't steal it. His right hand man did. But he was
That
working
sounds
for
like a current story. Anyway, go ahead. Working
What's
for
the current
Chuck.
story?
Oh, vendor space is all sold out. They're
Yeah, it
full up.
usually does.
I'll tell you this: the Toledo one, this Toledo one does well, like for comics, it does well. How much for tables on that though?
500.
Go back up.
No,
corners were about 5.
4.
Interiors
But
about
that's
400.
corner. Wow, dude,
You
that's
got
a
2
lot
tables
for an
too.
interior. That's a lot for an interior. 300 was it 390, 400 for an interior and 5 for a corner, and you only get 2.
Wall space is $500, and then wall.
Oh, he's not giving you a full
$500.
quarter. He's giving you a half, not a full cap. He's giving you a half quarter. Yeah, that's expensive.
What do you mean half a corner?
Sometimes you get the whole cap. You get a 3 table spot.
Oh, you're saying you would get 3.
Yeah, you get
No,
the whole
this is
10 by
giving you
10
the
space.
turn.
Yeah, it gives you the outside. That's a lot for an outside turn. When you're giving 1 table for $395, that's a lot. And you're doing a 1 table wall. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
He's
the
doing a
wall,
1
I could see
table.
being 3 spots. The wall kind of could be 3 because of how you're positioned.
I don't think that's what he's saying. Is he saying against? I'm trying to remember the layout in this. Oh, yeah, it is. He gives you 10 feet. You're right. He gives, so there's different ways of buying tables. Some people call a wall space, and you literally get like 2 feet to the wall. Like it's not a lot of space. Then there's people who do, and now he does, I'm trying to realize it, but he does give you it's a 10 by 10 off the wall. So you get the whole wall with the 10 by 10. I think it's actually 8 by 8, but still, whatever. All items related to comic books, cartoons, superhero, science fiction, TV horror. What else would they sell?
Wait,
what? Dealers may sell only items related to the show. Any items not related to comic books. Yeah, what else were you selling?
Oh, not related to comic books, cartoons, superheroes, science fiction, horror, movies, TV shows, anime, manga, steampunk, video games, or fantasy role-playing games are prohibited. So don't bring your goddamn
what? What?
Uno cards to
don't bring in salads. Like what are we doing here?
Yeah, don't bring your cinnamon roasted almonds.
Yeah, don't bring your Skyline chili. What are we doing here?
No, don't bring in your homemade. Don't bring the lamp. They're trying to keep out the lamp guy.
No, because the lamp guys are because the lamp guys. Hey, did he die? By the way, Dub?
Well, I mean, if you make the
I
lamps
haven't
related
seen
to
him in a
comic
while.
books, yeah. But if you just sell regular lamps,
let's go to the loaded instructions for this.
You see the list of vendors? They got a whole list of vendors there.
How does he have his loaded? Really? Let's go loaded first. Go down first. Oh, you got it. Wait, what?
And then the guests are the same guest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Attractions is there. Here's vendors and dealers if you want to go through names, but you can't click on any of these.
Brad's going to be there.
Collector Zone.
Collector Zone's going to be there. Oh, I asked them. They said they didn't know. It's all right. Dude Comic. What is that?
I don't know. I was going to ask you guys.
Mid Michigan. That's Matt. That's Matt B.
Daggett.
Daggett's going to be there. Daggett lives right there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where's Daggett? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Keith Daggett's. Joe King. Oh, Jeff Ryder's.
I know.
Whom?
Oh, Grand Rapid. That guy at Grand Rapid Kai. Does he sell anything, or does he just sit on the corner and hang out?
He has like dollar books sometimes.
Dude, all I ever see that dude doing. I like him, bro, but all I ever see him doing is this. He looks like a guy on the corner at Las Vegas.
Handing out flyers.
Yeah. Handing out flyers, bro.
Doing the card slap.
Yeah. That's all he does. He's a nice guy. Just that's all he does. He's got trousers on and just kicks it out, dude.
Trousers?
Suspenders.
Well, suspenders are suspenders. Trousers are just pants.
Well, whatever.
I would hope he'd have pants on.
You know what I'm saying.
Pants are better than Zubaz.
Who's in Artist Alley? Third Eye Art. Wow, this is.
I don't know. Sandwich? X Factor art?
Nobody's coming over. There is. I figured we would have got somebody from. Yeah, Pittsburgh gave up on this market, huh? All right. VIP. What is it? So it's Saturday. It's only Saturday and Sunday, huh?
Mm-hmm. Looks like it. Musical chairs.
What?
A Chips Q&A panel.
Can't wait. Shoot. I might just go there. I might not. I might actually
this weekend.
I might cancel out some stuff I'm supposed to be doing on Sunday.
Yeah, it's Oscar weekend.
See the boys.
Toledo. You can't stay at the Hilton Garden. You might have to stay at the Sleep In Suites.
I haven't been down there in a while, but that ain't like, it ain't sweet. Like right there, if you take.
What about the Rennavision?
Jefferson Ave? Wait,
downtown.
Because isn't this place? This used to be the Seagate Center, right? It's not anymore.
It's the Glass City Center.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been to this show. So
yeah, so there's Fifth Third Field. Yeah, it hits Seagate. So I actually, in that other corner, right where it says Glass City, if you go Jefferson Avenue, if you go 51 left, I used to have. Yeah, see there it says parking.
I wanted to zoom in because I figured it'd give me more detail.
That building right there where it says Downtown Johnny's Grill. I used to
over here.
Yeah, so this building where the corner is over here, go down. Where the parking lot kind of is. Oh, this is the wrong way, but yeah, where the
Pizza Populous?
Right. So that I used to have an office on the top floor over there, and I got to watch like the games. It's kind of dope.
Oh, this is the Hilton Garden. This is the one that's already sold.
The Mud Hens games?
Yeah. Yeah, like I'd be there, and they'd take BP, like Miggy take BP and like nail the Seagate, which is now Glass City Center apparently. Would nail that wall.
Oh, okay. I see that. Yeah, Fifth Third. Okay, I see that.
But there's like a pawn shop. I think like right there used to be like a pawn shop right there.
Ye old dirty bird.
Right by downtown Johnny's.
Hey, the Spaghetti Warehouse. What's up, Home Slice Pizza?
Oh yeah, that Spaghetti Warehouse is garbage.
Home Slice might be good, Pete. I don't know. It might be. It might be on my list. I have a list of.
Hey, go back up by the Tin Can Toledo. All right, go
this way or
that
water.
I'm trying to remember. Away from water, go in a little bit. There used to be. No, it's
Culture
not there
Clash
anymore.
Records.
That's a good place.
Where is it?
Culture Clash. I've been there.
It's Migos. Hey, look, Migos.
Well, I mean, like one street down here is the prison where they had. Is the prison where they used to have Maurice Claret was in it.
Oh,
it's like 2 blocks away from here. Yeah. Where is it? Is that big yellow building right there? See that big yellow? Nope, that's the library.
Well, there's the
court. Oh, there it is.
The clerk
of
the county court.
Yeah. So it's right around there. The prison's right around there.
Here we go. Court Center.
Yeah.
It's got to be over here somewhere.
Cherokee County is right there. Nice walk.
Sheriff's Senate, Municipal Court, Police Department, Health Department.
It's somewhere around there, yeah.
Parking garage, the Blade, the Valentine Theater, Imagination Station.
Oh, Imagination Station, they're awesome.
Hey, the Chop House Toledo.
That's just like Paul's, I bet.
No, I think it's a chain.
I'll tell you, Toledo's,
I got a Chop House that's near me too. I think it's like a chain steakhouse place.
The food in Toledo is not that bad. It really isn't. I was surprised like how decent it was. It was okay.
I'm still trying to find the prison. Here's the Juvenile Justice Center.
I think it's just type it in. Toledo prison. You'll pull it up. It's got to be somewhere around there.
I don't know. Well, this is the map that's actually on the website, Beer Doc. It's probably in here somewhere. I'm just missing it.
Yeah. I don't. Well, you think it'll be labeled like this?
Well, maybe not. I mean, yeah. I mean, they're labeling other things. They told me where the juvenile detention center was.
Well, that might have been the original detention center.
It's right next to it, Pete. It's right next to juvenile.
Was it?
Was somebody saying that in the chat?
No, I'm looking at. I clicked on view larger map.
There's the county clerk, family court center. Where did I see the juvenile? Here. Yeah, Lucas just.
So we go a little bit south of there, and it's across the street. right there.
In the Family Court Center?
It's next to.
No, it's like this thing where this
next to the
triangle is.
sheriff's office.
Yeah.
It's right next to the It's like right next to the sheriff's office.
It's an
Right up a
arcade.
little at the top. It's not marked. It's right there where the sheriff's office is.
Down one.
Left. Right there.
Yeah, right there. See that building that's not marked? Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, okay. So it's not. Well, that's what I'm looking for the mark. That's why I'm looking for the name.
Yeah. So you get all that traffic down there. That's like 3 blocks from. That's like 3 blocks pretty much from. Because these are short
right here.
blocks.
The show's here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they don't break people out. That's why they don't mark it.
Oh, that's good.
Flying Rhino Coffee and Supply. Hey, it's a Circle K.
Don't call it a circle.
They have okay, so right where so this is funny. Right where go back to the courthouse thing. Maybe they'll say it. There's an old building. There's an old building in here. Let's see if the cafeteria is still there. Literally, they have it's okay. Where's the police? There it is. Go down, get closer.
I gotta find the police. Is it down here?
Wait, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, back to your left. Off of like 11th Street. Yeah. Okay, get closer.
Let me zoom
North
in
Michigan
again.
Street. Yeah.
There it is. All right,
Go
Lucas
further.
County Clerk of
Okay.
Court.
Now pull a little bit to the north. Go a little bit to the what? Never reach your west. Yeah. Get it. Okay, right in this building off 11th Street. Get a little closer.
There's 12th.
Yeah, right down by 11th.
Oh, 11th down here.
Yeah.
I can
They
zoom
got
in.
rid of it. I don't know if they have it anymore. There used to be this big building where all the lawyers were at, like all the DUI lawyers, and on the bottom floor underneath, they literally have like an old school fucking cafeteria. I think it was called like, I can't remember what it's called. It had some funny name to it, but it's actually pretty fucking good. Like it was like cafeteria food like you saw on Animal House, where you know that type of shit, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's probably all Crumb's Artisan Bakery now because fuck it. But
Well, that's how I figured.
yeah,
I'd scroll
yeah,
around.
because you see where the law office is there. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, law office of Michael Bryant. It looks like there's a bunch of part. Yeah, that's probably
Well,
it's an
maybe
old building.
Maybe it's the Food, Fun, and Spirits Grill.
Maybe
No.
the love wall.
Boodle Knee. Oh, temporary close.
Yeah. What are we
Parking.
doing?
I don't know. We need to call. We need to call it because I gotta
Yeah.
go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, what are we?
We're just scrolling around on the internet like goofballs, looking at Toledo. Like we're talking about downtown Toledo. Like I've ever been to downtown Toledo.
Dude, I would get.
I thought I had, but I've never been to downtown.
Bro, like I would. So where that Seagate Center is,
Chili, though.
where I was telling you where that pawn shop is, like you used to come out in the morning time. There'd be hookers out there. Like when I'd go to work, you'd see like we'd be like, oh, cool. So I used to smoke back then too. So we'd have to go down from the building, go outside.
So it was like a couple blocks away at Baltimore when we went down your
yeah.
street?
So you could go out one side of the street. If you went on the side of the street that was towards the Seagate Center, you were okay. If you went out the other way, which is also the way where we had to, because we had a parking lot that like you could park in, but like Toledo's parking sucked, man. Like street parking was horrible and everything else. But if you parked, you could park your car out front, but you'd have to park it in the lot. And then when the guy comes from the lot, you'd have to move your car out front. If you did that, you couldn't leave it out front because the hookers would like hang out on your car, bro.
You want a party?
500, which was a Taurus at that point, but it was
How
a
much
nice
for a
Taurus.
Wendy.
Dude, it was messed up, dude. You used to come out all the time. Just go like, so if you left your car out there, you pretty much would come down, and we were all in suits. We were all executives, so we'd be in suits and we'd just be out there just smoking, chain smoking out there, watching our car for the first hour and a half. We go up to our first morning meeting, get in there and hear the regional person, blah, blah, blah. Then you take the fucking elevator down, and then you just sit there and like grit up, watch your car. How you doing today? Start knowing some of their names. Say hi. Oh, there's also a nightclub.
What's up there, Candy?
There's also like an after hours nightclub out there where you'd have people like come out of it at like 6 a.m. in drag, and they'd get in fights fucking in the middle of the street. Fucking hilarious. If you've ever seen drunk people get in fights in the middle of the street, it's fucking hilarious at 6 a.m. at an after hours club. Fucking hilarious. Also don't want your car there. Also don't want your park there because they have zero respect for what the fuck's going on, and shit gets thrown all the time. We had one guy got a high heel thrown right to the fucking side of his window. There you go. That was nice. They ain't waiting around. And the cops, even though the cops are really close, they're never there. They aren't. So, I mean, it was a fun town. I'll be honest. As much as I give shit to, I wouldn't want to fucking live in Toledo. But
holy Toledo.
It was a fun town.
Well, Toledo's kind of like, you know how they talk about in that one song, the Journey song, the South Detroit. That's like what Toledo is. It's not really like it's if you go south.
Is there streetlights?
Well, it's people? More. Yeah, exactly. It's
Are they up and down the boulevard?
Yeah. Well, it's like there's so many Red Wings fans in Toledo. They're like they're like Detroit sports fans mostly, and then like they associate more with like South Michigan than they would with like Columbus.
I mean, they love Ohio State, but yeah, they like the Wings there. They do. They like the Wings.
They love their Red Wings.
They love the Red Wings, but they do like that. And I mean, even when you get into some of the like Lima, you can even get out there, and they still do. Any place down, you can get to Fostoria.
Fans now. No Bengals.
No, they're not. They're a lot of Ohio State and Brown fans.
Yeah, a lot of.
But they don't hate the Lions.
Oh wait, yeah, because Cincinnati is low. Cincinnati is south, right?
Cincinnati's really low,
all the way at the bottom. Yeah,
Cincinnati's like Kentucky kind of. Right?
And you know what's weird is like originally Toledo was part of Michigan, so we traded away Toledo to get the UP.
Oh.
So the Maumee River runs there, and I was in Perrysburg, and that actually was in the Toledo side originally.
You're in Ripley's River?
It's Maumee.
The Maumee.
She's always on top.
Maumee.
So, but on there in Perrysburg is where they had the battle, and like one guy, the Michigan-Ohio battle, like one dude died, but he died from like
dysentery.
Yeah, no, not that. No, yeah, he got like a sexually transmitted disease.
He died of dysentery. So,
but they still. This is the fucked up part. Ohio still's got cannons on what was originally their side of the Ohio River, and they can't even get to the other side, the side of the Maumee. It's just like the dumbest thing. It just proves how dumb they are. So, like, you're sitting there. Not that Perrysburg was a bad area. I mean, it was okay. There's cornfields and stuff, but like, yeah, dude, it's a mess, huh?
That's like cornfields.
Well, yeah, and there's like a casino, right? Like, I think technically it's in. I don't know what city it's in. It's really regionally. I had to spend 6 months there for 3 years, so I would get they gave me a corporate apartment. Yeah,
I spent a week there one night.
No. It was 6. I spent 6 months there for so like I spent 6 months in Michigan and then 6 months down there. And like when I was down there, it was like Monroe. Actually, it was part of Michigan too. I do like the territory from Michigan, from Monroe all the way, which is Michigan, all the way down to Bowling Green, and then out to Lima, Fostoria. There's like 3 Fs or whatever out that way. Doesn't matter. But like they all just clump together. Like you get Toledo where you're like, holy shit, it's dirty and smelly, and then you get right across the Maumee and you're like, this isn't half bad, but it's very like hillbilly-ish. You know what I mean? It's very different. Everything was different. Yeah. We've always been Lion fans. You guys aren't Lion fans. We are Lion fans. Here we go. But yeah. So that's it. Toledo's not a bad place, no matter what they say. I mean, as long as you know, it's kind of like.
None of us are saying anything detrimental about Ohio except for you, just to be on the record.
It's kind of like the Creeper. If you know what you're getting into, well, I had to stay there for. I hate to say live there, but I had to stay there for 6 months, and I refused to pay taxes in Toledo. Refused. Almost got in big trouble for it too. But like, it was the dumbest thing in the world because they wanted me to pay my taxes there and then ask for a refund because my main residence was in Michigan. And I was just like, how about this? How about suck a dick? Take me to court, buddy. Let's go. So then after 3 years, I just didn't go back.
We don't want to talk about taxes now.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not paying taxes, bro. Not paying
no more taxes.
Yeah. We're on speeding time in prison. You are? Or wine juice? I don't know. I don't know what John's talking about. John, are you in Toledo?
I don't think he's in Toledo. I think he's I want to say Cleveland, Akron area is what he said.
Oh,
I don't know why I remember that. Yeah, Akron,
Hmm.
Canton.
Yeah.
Well, I think he said Akron is where he was.
LeBron Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a hooker in the back of his. He woke up the hooker in the back of his truck, which.
Oh. I have a couple good friends out in Akron, I will say. But I've only been there a couple times. I have a couple friends in Toledo.
Yeah, I have some friends in Toledo still.
All right. Well, regardless, I think we've done enough.
I think we've
have.
done enough.
We've done more than enough. I thought we were already out of here.
No, you had
We
to
thought
go
we
and
were just
talk
talking to
about
each other.
all the different ins and outs and the cafeterias of Toledo, Ohio.
Cafeterias in Texas.
The greatest trade of all time happened there. We gave them a shitty dumpster of a town, and they gave us the UP.
All right. With that, good. Yeah, that was great. Don't forget to catch all of our shows here on the channel. Make sure you tune in for the Hot 10 on Friday night, 9 o'clock. Right, Pete?
Oh yeah, we got to do that still.
Yeah, still got to do the Hot 10 Friday night. And then check out all the live shows. We got live show Friday night. We got live show Saturday night. We got live show Sunday night. And we come back around. We got show on Monday, I believe.
Start it all again.
Yeah, and we come back here on Wednesday night. So there's a lot of stuff going on the channel. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Where's our outro? There it is.
I don't know.
Oh, I got to upload the new one. I got a new one, but we'll use the old one.